Not shout. Tell them a sing. Jamaica. Hey, I'm the DJ. Pull it up again. Pull it up again. Pull it up again.
Hold on, them people.
Pull it up again.
Years upon years, we've been crying unto the Most High God to liberate us. Liberate us from the thieving politicians. Liberate us from the crooked pastors of religions. And release us from the barbaric treatment of the police and the militaries who are working on behalf of the corporation. Yo, some people are crying right now that the corporation is in the quicksand and it's sinking. Leaders that people had believe in and put trust in and think that they were the solution to their misery. They're finding out that these are only puppet and stooges. And right now, some of the people refuse to let go of these puppet and stooges. They hold on to their every word. And our people are suffering because of the lack of knowledge. Let us rejoice because Babylon, the fake, is falling.
Things and times change. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, my call upon
the power of the people is more powerful than any organization, any police force, any religious organization, any political organization. We, the people, is the power.
Believe. Yeah.
Yes, I. Read them up again.
Please protect Jamaica and the rest of the world. God, upon your telephone, tell him what you need. Tell him what you need.
What you know.
Tell him what you need. God, upon the telephone, tell him what you need. Tell him what you need, right? So by the rivers of Babylon.
Yes, I.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are out here in the heart of Revaluton with
warning.
residents.
Warning to all the leaders them right now. Yes,
They're already gathering.
Rastafari singing
For Freshradiovybz 8 o'clock start on the corner, where they are sending a message to the governor and the Right Honorable Van who is here in the territory but that they are not in support of
no, we are finding out the truth about them. So
today,
we're sorry for them. We're not sorry for the wicked.
the suspension temporarily and partially the Constitution of the Virgin Islands, giving the Governor of the Virgin Islands, His Excellency John J. Ranking, the right, the authority to rule over the territory, to govern the territory for an initial 2-year period, as we understand it from the recent press conference that we would have had there. Let me go on the other side. We see members of the House of Assembly are coming out. This is Honorable Alvaro Maduro Keynes, who is the representative for District 6. She has a placard which reads as for fixing problems, UK, start with your own. And this is just one of several messages that were designed here today. We have one of the leaders of the protest today, Bishop John Ivan.
Let me just say big up to all the masses them who joining us.
Even before the results of the Commission of Inquiry came out, he, along with some other consensus, had prepared a white paper, and this very matter was the number one that they addressed in that white paper. And so we are here today. I'm going to try to grab Bishop Klein for a few moments to give you an overview again of why everyone's out here today. Bishop Klein,
yes.
Could you take my mic and talk to the people about the importance of today?
Good morning, people of the Virgin Islands. This is a very significant historical moment in the life of the Virgin Islands. I don't know if there is a more important and critical point in the life of these Virgin Islands, where the UK have decided after 70 years of self-governance that they want to take our rights and deny us the opportunity, the rights of having a democratically elected government. They want to tell us that one man should be able to make the decisions for 30,000 people. They want to tell us that we are not capable and we don't have the necessary competence to run our country. And we are saying we will not surrender our rights. We have built this country on the backs, the blood, the sweat and the tears of our ancestors. And today we out here not for ourselves, but to honor our ancestors and for the life and the future of our children and our children's children. We were given this land by our ancestors. We inherited this land. We built this land. We developed this economy. And now we will not surrender it to the United Kingdom government. If they want to help us, they can help us. We welcome their help. They are all democracy and we welcome their help. But help and takeover is two different things. A democracy and a dictatorship is two different things. We do not live in a dictatorship. We do not want one man running our country. We want the opportunity, if there is wrong, to go back to the polls and elect a democratic government to rule over us. But this colonialistic mindset that you will tell us what to do is wrong. It is wrong, it is unjust, and we will not stand for it.
Bishop Clive, we heard last night via press release from the Right Honorable Amanda Millen, where she says that she's here just to talk, to listen. Many are sharing the view that a decision is already made and the UK is just ready to do what. Is that your take, or are you trusting the words of Honorable Millen that she's here to talk, to listen to you guys?
The Right Honorable Amanda Millen must prove herself that she is here to talk and not just to tell us what they have decided. It is our feeling by the actions that they have taken. They have had this report for over a month and they dropped it on us in 3 days on Thursday for us now to respond. And they are having meetings with persons we do not know who they are. So if she's here to talk, then fine. If she's here to see what decision is best for us and listen to us, then fine. But if you're here to tell us what to do and what the decision is already, then that is not okay with us and we will stand against that. So the Honorable Right Amanda Millen, we welcome you if you're here to talk and hear the people and carry out and execute the wishes of the people. But you cannot tell us that direct rule is the wishes of the people. That is not what the people of the Virgin Islands want. For the last 70 years, that is not what we wanted. That is not what Theodore Faulkner fought for. He fought for the right to have representation.
Okay, thank you so much, Bishop John Ivan Klein. There you heard it directly from one of the organizers of today's protest action. The crowd is beginning to thicken now. Persons are all coming out. We have a group of persons here. We will not surrender our rights. No UK rule. Ladies, you want to tell us the importance of you coming out here today to lend your voice?
Hi, good morning, Kathy. Yeah, I'm here to support refuting A1 section recommendations on the COI report. I'm here standing with the people of the Virgin Islands and also for my 4 sons who are Virgin Islanders. I can't sit back to just watch fundamental rights of people be removed. Absolutely not.
Thank you so much. Guys, your reasons to be out here?
I'm a Virgin Islander. I'm here to support our country. No direct rule.
Okay, and you? Okay. Yes, I also see several others, former legislator of the Virgin Islands, Dr. Kedrick Pickering. Dr. Pickering, could you care to share your thoughts of today's action out here, please?
Good morning, and how are you?
Yes.
Good morning.
Why did you see it so necessary to be out here today?
You know, if I was in the House of Assembly, I'd be on the front line. And since I'm not there, I also have a responsibility to ensure that I keep the fight wherever the fight is. And I'm here to support this aspect of the fight because the fight has to be multidimensional. It can't just be on one side, and the more support that we have to demonstrate that we are a people who are responsible for our own destiny, then the greater our voice is put together. I think the more it will resound with those who ultimately will be making the decisions.
We know for a fact the Right Honorable Amanda Millen says that she's here to talk, and she's going to be meeting among others the acting premier, the governor, other members of the House of Assembly, along with others. The others seems to be of concern to residents because there has been no public announcement as to who these persons are going to be, that the minister will be meeting. Are you concerned about that?
I think ultimately whoever the voices are, need to be known, and people have a right to be concerned if they're not known, because who decided that? That's a question. And so I've heard the murmurings myself. People have asked me if I was one of those. I'm not. Nobody has asked me to be involved in anything. I'm here on my own, and to demonstrate with those who are here to demonstrate.
If not suspend temporarily, partially the Constitution of the Virgin Islands in an attempt to clean up whatever wrongs were discovered via the Commission of Inquiry, what is your recommendation for going forward?
It's a question I pondered, and it's a question I would reserve my answer at this point in time. But I certainly have some thoughts that I will share if given the opportunity to share. But I think for right now, and I don't want to preempt the demonstrations today, I will reserve any comment on that at this particular point.
But if we're looking at the protest is calling for us to not suspend. If not suspend, the people would want to know, from leaders like you with the experience, what? Because that's the big question. What?
Certainly, it is the elephant in the room, and I think what is important is that we understand that we're entering into negotiations, and negotiations have to end at a point where all parties have a stake in the outcome and are comfortable with the outcome. So whatever the extremes of opinions are at this point in time on either side, we are entering into those negotiations, and I would hope certainly that our people on the front line have a negotiated position from whence at least we could come out of this with some semblance of dignity still intact.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pickering. There we have it, the views of former legislator of the House of Assembly here in the Virgin Islands, Dr. Kedrick Pickering. Let's tune in to what's happening out here on the streets.
One people, one BBI. Oh, you can move. Heck no. Listen, I have to tell you that we people here in British Virgin Island, we have built this country from scratch. We are a people with vision. We respect the UK and all its affiliates as it relates to good governance. But direct rule and the suspension of the Constitution is not good governance. Yes, wipe out the corruption. And where do we have in this world that doesn't have corruption? The UK has their share of corruption. We have our share. We can wipe it out, get people who are trustworthy, and when they're messed up, get them out. But we don't want to be ruled by UK. We want a working relationship, but not to be ruled and controlled. It is not acceptable. We don't want it. We're not going to stand for it.
Well said, thank you, sir.
A strange face. You're representing which media?
Well, I'm with the BBC.
Oh, okay.
So a strange face is what I often get called.
Okay. Yes, the BBC International Media is also here. Sorry, you want to share your views as to why you're out here? No comments. Your placard speaks for itself. Okay. Same for you, Don.
Well, I just want to say that we do not want a suspension of our constitution. We the people want to elect our officials. We invite the UK government to come and assist us with good governance and stamping out corruption, but not to suspend our constitution so that they have direct rule over us the people. We the people want to direct our own affairs.
Awesome, thank you. We have the big bun himself here, boss. Boss, you are out here.
No direct rule. Simple. Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. Thank you. Another placard, 2 years will set us back 70 years. You firmly believe this?
Yes, I do. And I believe that my Jesus is in control. And nobody else can take care of us more than he can. He's been taking care of us for all these years, from before even slavery began in Africa. He had really paved a way for us.
Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising.
To take it away from us or our children.
It is another historical time. They bring down
we say no
the
to
volume
colonization, and the
what's
holding
going
that
on right
placard
now.
is Miss Luz
As you see what's
Your
going
voice
on.
on this, please.
Hi, good morning, Kathy, and to your listeners. I will be giving some remarks this morning. I'm one of the speakers, so I reserve on them, but I just want to encourage everyone, if you are able, physically able.
Love and share, like, we'll tell you why BVI is in the situation this morning. And we're not going to mince our words. We're not going to mince our words.
Come out now and be a
This
part
sort of hypocrisy. Imagine
Awesome.
a
Thank
couple
you
of
so
years
much,
ago we
like
marched
Ms.
on the
says,
said place.
She is going to be one of
The people who told us that we don't need to march. They said we don't need people like Loose Hodge, Eustace Freeman. Yes, these club members. These club members like Bishop Klein, who told his people not to hold the leaders accountable.
And we're seeing that
not to hold the leaders accountable. We're looking also see if we can see the likes of Patsy, because we are looking at these people this morning. It is an embarrassment 2022. Our people put in this predicament because of greedy politicians who are greedy and selfish, people who are only catering for themselves and the children that they brought into this world. This is what hypocrisy look like. They're calling it democracy. We have a fight on our hands. It's not with our brothers and sisters. It has never been with our brothers and sisters. It has always been with the oppressors. But these protect the oppressors. They protect the oppressors. And this morning, this is what happened. The oppressors are there to take away the legacy, the hard-working legacy of our people. We're calling on all the club members, not only in the British Virgin Islands, but throughout the Atlantis Island. Surrender and resignation. If you have sworn to serve the Queen and the heir to her throne, you have committed treason. You have committed treason. And there's no forgiveness for treason. We have way too long been putting our foolish pride at front, trying to get inclusion. What is inclusion without respect? Let's bring it back over, because this morning is going to be rather very, very powerful.
And we are not accepting anything like the demolishing our constitution. That's a no.
Okay, so I want to put this one to you. For so many, you're saying that, you know, what the results of the Commission of Inquiry shows that there has been corruption within our government framework for going back, I think, as far as 2007, based on what the report produced. And the people who are the voting population did not take any stand to correct those, which you had the powers in your hand by a vote. How do you respond to that?
Which country don't have corruption? You don't think that's going on in England? That is going on in England right now. And we are able to deal with our affairs, and we will take full control. Let England deal with their matter first before they can come to deal in trouble.
Hold on. Hold the thought. I think we have Joe Jack on the line right here. Joe Jack, great thing to you. How you feeling this morning? Oh Lord, what a earth day. What a earth day. Grand rising, Joe Jack, and pleasant earth strong. Joe Jack, what a gift to give your grandchildren this morning. We're in the fields. I'm looking the demonstration. I'm looking for you in the demonstrative crowd. Joe Jack, you didn't come over from Anegada?
Yeah, I come over from Anegada, man.
You came over. You came over.
Yeah, I came out to make sure my license.
Oh Jesus!
I mean, we knew.
Oh, you come to the personal business. I thought you came over to demonstrate, Jack. So Jack, you're not demonstrating this morning.
Wait, once I get my business done,
yeah,
I pass there. I see a lot of people there.
Oh Jesus! The governor was asking, especially for people like you, Joe Jack, that over the years have been calling for transparency, calling for people to have that sort of transparency. What's the deal? Are you happy that the British are finally coming in to take over the BVI?
Nobody ain't taking over, but which nobody taking over. But the whole bottom line is is getting things done right.
Getting things done right.
Getting things done right. You know what I mean?
Jesus, I getting called. Yeah, getting called from all over the world. So. Yeah, talk to me.
That's how it is. That's how it is. I heard a lady come and told her reach down on the road, which to make a statement, which I tomorrow morning I have to, when I call and call her radio, have to say what I have to say because I heard the lady make a statement that where is the people who is not from here?
Oh, Jesus. People are still asking Town Island people to fight for Toland people, and when Toland people get their money, they don't share it with Island people. Who asked such a question, Joe Jack? Stop telling lie, man.
Yes. I heard a lady saying that this match,
yes,
people who live here,
yes,
because she come here. Yes, she from here. I say nothing wrong with what you say.
Jesus.
But the bottom line, what I have to tell you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Why the people to stay apart? Because of the things that they've been getting thrown in their face for years.
But they say that BVI has been good to island people. Even Antigua and Sam with the Pantol already every day bashing our brothers and sisters, saying much they're not supposed to get their rights. They've been living in the British Virgin Islands for how long? And these culprits have been taking advantage of our people. And now the British is aiming to do the same thing to these boss slave, and they're crying like a baby. I don't understand, Georgia.
No, my thing is
yeah, Gadites. That's what I call it, Gadites.
Okay, my thing is Gadites. Okay, I live here with I say long time, and this is my home.
Mm-hmm.
And I gonna stand up against negative thing. You understand? Because let me tell you something. I hear the lady say.
Yes. Hold on, Kenny.
The people who come, the people who don't come here.
Yes.
They try to be a part. Try to be a part of what's going on here.
Yeah.
They try to be in the village. They try to be on stage. They try to be on the parade. They try to be in the culture fair.
Mm-hmm.
And when they take part, they get pushed back. Keep out of it, thing you're coming here, and this is so sad.
Hold on, Georgia. Georgia Cowan, I think I have a brother down by the governor house. Kenny was supposed to land the hand of cease and desist. PSI Radio, Grand Rising. It is unfolding. This is like I am living another dream. It was just the other day we were marching, Kenny, and then say you ain't from here, your last name is Smith. What you doing down here? This is our problem. Kenny, are you marching this morning?
Yeah, greetings to brother Joe Jack and the rest of the friends.
Sister Ayat of Africa just joined. Yes.
Sister Ayat and the rest of them. Now let me say something very clear. Yeah. And I am at the point where I have become 199% unapologetic in relation to this crappy situation here at the BVI, you see?
Yeah.
And as the soonest our brothers and sisters, and if you notice my tone right now, I love my people here, but I think the local community have been brainwashed into thinking that I am different from them.
Yeah, you ain't from here.
Hold on, brother. Let me tell you, rub it in. Because I am not from here, I different. It's political brainwashing.
Yes.
And when
hold on, herbalist.
Standing in the midst of the demonstration, so I will rejoin y'all in a little bit.
Yes. My God, we are in the midst. Continue, Kenny.
And when the day is over, until my brother Jack here, because I respect him enough, he's an honest brother, and I see he have left it hard for people from across America. None of that, because we passed that stage. We don't mature for this kind of thing.
Yes.
He realized that there is a void, a vacuum in this territory because of how local people have treated immigrants over the past 10-20 years. We're not immigrants. We now need to fix this by one, desisting from calling our brothers and sisters across the Caribbean and people and who are from here and all them crap. That's the first thing we need to do. Cut that out because you don't have a place. Number two, as you rightly said, and it's all right, begin to embrace embrace our brothers and sisters as a part of the country. In other words, as he said, you come at the food fair, you have something to contribute, embrace the brother. You go on stage rather than say, "Boy, you sound better than we, boy, now if we alone go to one, we gonna look bad." So they push back, as you rightly say. Because you can, the local community can learn so much from immigrants who bring a wealth of information today. Because for what I'm seeing right now, the immigrant community have not been given the opportunity.
My God!
To build the behavior in a way that is going to make sense. It has to be on real terms.
Kenny, that is too much salt. Continue, Joe, Jack, before we bring in Sister Ayata. What you saying, Joe?
Listen, let me get in on the brother here.
Yeah.
Brother, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. A lot of us who get children here, we instill a lot of things in them. Because some of our children who don't behave this kind of way, which we didn't sit down and tell them, cut out this situation. And our children is a part of the system too, because they should have gone and say these things which we don't need to hold them up. And also, brother, we have some people who come from another country just like us, who behave the same way.
Yeah, but that's Sam Henry, Joe. We know that is some people like Sam Henry is a disgrace to our people, because when you see people who come to the British Virgin Islands and just because the BVI have a little one pretty car and pretty house, then bend over side the front way, all kind of way kissing ass, and we ain't put them out of ground. Some of them people, they're demonstrating at the people who caused the problem in the territory. People like Bishop Klein, who sit down on a pulpit every day, I preach righteousness, but the hurricane relief fund come and sure enough it end up all the way down Ghana right now because she couldn't get no assistance. While you have people like Claude Skelton Klein who come and suck the life out of the country, why won't we put these club members out of government and reclaim the territory? As long as you know there are stand up side people like Dr. Pickering, stand up against people like Mark Vanderpool, who is criminal too. Don't put no country word, but do not put country first. You know about criminal organization. The premier is incarcerated this morning for drugs. This is not good. This is Andrew for you who tell me say I cannot get my money because him can't find somebody to sign up and use just 3 man. Down at the governor house this morning, both him and demonstrate when a them put the country in this nasty predicament them in. Come on and let's be real this morning. Hold on, Sister Ayata wants to say something. What you say, Sister Ayata?
Them who involved should not be in the match. They should be about some board.
Yes.
You hear me? And we is not responsible for adults who are over our country. We should not be punished. Our constitution should not be in jeopardy. Our politicians, we could change them and put new people. We have responsible people in the folder, whether they're from foreign or not, because they build there and they just like how they do Long Island people. I'm in Ghana, Africa. They could bring tears to my eyes, but the Ghana Island there, I will fight for it. I won't mad, but I will pick up weapons and cutlass and we run take my ancestors that did. You hear me? I am one of the warriors. I'm not a slave, and I will never be.
Never was. It is Joe Jack, it's embarrassing that you guys like Mitch and so on the Uhuru who we sending there to do the ancestors job turn around and be popped and they have jackass for the said corporation that we send them into change. And this morning we have these individuals showing the international public like that they're all innocent when they have ripped the future of our children from their hands.
So one day, I said for one day, please do not go in there and change with them people, because them people can turn you over to them ways. Oh no. When you look, he's good, you know. When you look, they turn you when he couldn't even It's just a wonder why I get $1,000. I ain't gonna lie, you understand? But Shawanda shut down and he speak and do the right thing. And that's why I'm having me vexed with Shawanda. The rest of them I will never vote for no politician will be in. Change them, shut them down, and don't give them no pay.
Hold on, Joe Jack, you're done with your lightning. Joe Jack, what you want to say? Because this morning I hear your son take over Tola Airwave, and I'm trying to tell your son, say stop vouch for these criminals, but your son like them have secret theme, and he will not desist from entertaining these criminal politicians. You need to tell your son to desist from supporting these criminals because they are making the country lose. Joe Jack, talk to me.
Listen, that's his job. I have nothing to do with him doing his job. That's I don't get involved with.
So you're telling me, you know that he's a grown man and know better because you're growing better. You didn't grow your son like this, and to see how he's turning out, where he was with the NDP, now he's with VIP. You cannot be a politician. It's unheard of. And this sort of thing that is going on, we see the likes of Sister Joyce, who one of the biggest Calypsonian, like a jackass this morning, but she can't stand up in front of government house. Are these people real? Is the British Virgin Islands a real place?
Listen, God, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, man.
I live here, and I go up here, and I have a voice to speak out things that I don't like, and that's why I my opinion. And which I tell some there ago, in everything that I get involved with, some I leave. Because which I don't tell you, and I want to tell you over and over again. The people is like this. And let the public hear. They might have differences with each other. Mm-hmm. But when you touch them, all of them jump on you like a bee.
I don't. I don't.
I leave and certain thing I leave.
Joe Jack.
Okay,
Joe Jack.
Right now I'm going to look after my license. Thank you for the time and the sister Ann.
Yeah.
I like to voice mine against things where which I said I go up there, and I love people who come from other countries to be happy.
Joe Jack, before you run off the phone, because them said the said knife was stick goat, stick sheep. And over the years, Joe Jack, you've been hearing that criminals come from the other islands because this is a God-fearing, God-loving country. The hypocrisy this morning is that the likes of the Oliver Maynard and her son and the Premier is incarcerated are not a good charges. These are drugs charges, cocaine charges. Cocaine destroy life. And if the riches of the British Virgin Islands is coming on the basis of crack and cocaine, that is nothing to be proud of. Is it, Joe Jack?
No, I ain't proud of, but I'm going to tell you this before I leave.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You don't play with God. Okay? Thing you don't God. And also, I feel so bad for the embarrassment of this country I live in.
Yeah.
But never been so international embarrassed. This country gets all over the world. People could call one another and tell you about the BBI this and the BBI that. But you see, God showed them hands. You understand? So, Hurricane
Irma, God not only show him and him show him displeasure and him mash up the island, and we allow people like Claude Skelton Klein, people like Carvin Malone, people like Mark Vanterpool, people like Dancy Penn, these people who were always sucking the very life out of the territory, convince us that no, it's not a reason why the Almighty dip him hand and mash up that place, because there was so much injustice that is taking place. Imagine you work for a country for 17 years and the last time hurricane strike, The country is insured. This country is insured, Joe Jack. And these thieving politicians take the insurance money, the hurricane money, and share amongst last name and who from here. They need to perish. And the British is beating them because the British see how they treat their very own. These are some of the nastiest human beings that live on planet Earth. They love material more than they love their fellow people. And that is nastiness, Joe Jack. Yeah.
And God,
yes.
I left you with your last note.
Yes, sir.
As I say, that I'm not there to call people that they do this and they do that. I call them. I only don't say maybe thank you for having me and your show.
Yes.
I'm glad that you sometimes you bring explain and
I thank you for your time to Jack.
You know, because what I said, I don't have nothing to say bad about here because I grew up here, but
we are not talking bad about the British Virgin Islands. Get this in your head, because some of these people believe that true we lashing out on some of the nasty people who live in the island. We lashing out on the people. We're not the British Virgin Islands is a melting pot of the world. 150 nationality call it home. And to see that these drunko who call themselves, so them love the BVI at this time, your grandchildren's future is in jeopardy. Why? Because these greedy people who come into the British Virgin Islands and the auspices that they have birth paper and have passport come and rob and loot the country. And this is it now. We have the British telling us that they want to govern us. How embarrassed can I feel this morning to know that it's 2022 and our own people have handed back what our ancestors fought for on a silver platter to the oppressors. It's a disgrace, Georgia.
God, you have a pleasant day. And
same to you.
Listeners, and I would like to be the fan who with he come and just like me, we will stand up against things that when people feel to voice their opinion. I always say that I go up here and I going to stay back there and see that they have a voice the expat, but I tell you, some of the expats behave just like them.
This is not Joe Jack. Me know say you don't want your papers revoked, but that's too late for that now. The UK run the breviary. You're not afraid of Ronnie Skelton and him crew them. You're not afraid of nobody, Joe Jack. You're an old man now. You have grandkids. And you say that you love the country. Love country over club, Joe Jack. These club members that have you threatening people like Etta, how much they want to do Etta things. We have to come out of that now, Joe Jack. The country is in jeopardy.
God, nobody got me freed, but
you're scared, Joe Jack. You're scared. I can hear it in your voice, Joe Jack. The ship is sinking.
I'm scared.
No, Joe Jack, I don't kill you, Joe Jack. I am truthful. The reason why I could not reside in the British Virgin Islands because of gang members like Andrew Foy, gang members like Claude Skelton Klein, gang members who gang upon people. And when you talk the truth, they tell you ain't from here with your last name. Why they don't tell the UK this morning about their last name? Why they don't go out there and tell the UK that you know my last name, you know where I'm from? Because you look stupid like a jackass this morning. You end up down Governor House, boy, you demonstrating. Anytime we did done demonstrate already, and Dr. Pickering and Bishop Klein tell me, and Patsy Lake say, allow the sore foot. Leave the sore foot. We don't need to trouble the sore foot and see sore foot and rotten the entire body they know. These culprit, the people need to arrest them right now. The culprit need to be arrested. Etta, welcome, Etta, because Joe Jack have to go look about licensing vehicle. If it don't make sense, your license vehicle where they don't own the country, Joe Jack.
Good morning.
Grand Rising, because Joe Jack only concerned about licensing. I don't want to own the building where have the licensing place. No, you don't want that. Yeah, Jesus, peace. What a predicament. Etta, Grand Rising, what you doing?
I'm good.
Etta, we no good, because right now I'm about to play Skelton Klein. Etta, how come you personally have not arrested Skelton Klein? You don't have the balls. I mean, you're a woman, sorry, you don't have balls. Etta, you don't have the breast them to arrest this criminal right now? Tired. Hey, boy.
They're going to do them job. Like keeping up.
Etta, you see it? Let me stop the rhythm. Because people, in case you're just joining us, we are here on the International Morning Grand Rising Show. We are seeing a demonstration again in the British Virgin Islands. When we orchestrated the first demonstration, we were told that we don't want to change no leadership as yet because the leaders are our brothers and sisters and we need to love them like how we love ourselves. When we all know that our brothers and sisters were screwing us, they were screwing us to the 10th degree over some little small one apartment and some flight to Puerto Rico and some little body wash party in back rooms and church assemblies. And this morning, the future of these beautiful, beautiful islands that our ancestors have bled and died for is going right back into the oppressors' hand, and these jackass down by the governor houseboat, they demonstrating. Hold the line, Etta. I think our DJ is going to play something from this croonie, this brother named Claude Skelton Klein. Push it up, let me hear what go on, people. Come. Because I ain't for this joke thing this morning. This joke thing ain't happening this morning.
Find a moment in the life of the country. It's
Let me just catch this and I'll come right back to you. What we're seeing here is very symbolic. We have Honorable Chief Smith has taken a position to sit in the middle of the road along with several others.
Christ, Etta.
He is also joined
Etta,
by...
This is not looking good. Not looking good at Etta.
He's also joined by one of our very prominent people in
the roads are being
blocked. Other legislators
DJ, bring us
also
down, bring us down,
joined,
bring us down a bit.
sitting in the middle of the road. We have Honorable Alvaro Maduro Keynes. We have Honorable Sharibi De Castro, along with...
This is madness here. This not is the BVI. No, but this is madness, Etta. We are seeing Sheep Nebelspit, one of the biggest money maker in the territory that own Harness and Wood, that great trust company, sitting in the middle of the road. We are seeing the lady name with the handbag name, what's her name again? Jesus, we can't even call it. She did tell them to repent and them never listen to her. That's Maduro Keynes. Then we have Mad Girl Smokey Joe, Sister Joyce, the Calypso Queen who run away to UK, come back down there like a fugitive and others. Etta, talk to me. Why are you not in the middle of the road with these people? Talk to me.
Okay, so
I like your lost of words this morning, Etta.
I'll be in the middle of the road when everybody is cool because they're fighting the wrong fight and the wrong cause.
Yeah.
Right now. And the UK don't have the hands and the claws of the British man.
Yeah.
And if these jokers ain't going into independence, it makes no sense. I waste my energy. I don't know fusty things. I don't fusty things before it happens.
Wow.
And then I have another fustier that is Haitian next to me and say, that don't make sense, they're matching. They need to go independence, no say.
Etta, they can't go independence. Go independence with what, Etta? Etta, they ain't got none to go independent. These are a bunch of bossy slave who live in a back master house, ain't paying rent, ain't paying light bill, ain't paying crap. And now they acting like say they own this crap. They run our brothers and sisters from the islands and the dog. You ain't for hair, your last name. So the British telling these jackass now, you ain't for hair and your last name belong to we. Simple and plain.
That's the thing that I understand. And that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You know, and the UK going. Imagine that we have only 30,000 of little us in here in this little island. And you bring in your 60,000, we the 1,000 have to go.
Yeah,
they have to go because they're going to find, this is one thing they realize that these people are going to look to do.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to find ways that they could keep price on their mortgage.
So hold on.
Their banks. That you have to give up your house.
But hold on, Etta, I love that sad story that you're singing right now. But that sad story was there from 2017 and before. the pride of the British Virgin Islands. We are at a situation, Etta. The only solve you can solve it is to round up the culprits, them who have robbed Her Majesty's registrar, who's sitting in the middle of the road in front of the governor like the governor idiot, and get rid of these jackass. But none of them won't put them up because guess what? That's my cousin daddy. He from here. That's my uncle daddy. Your uncle is a robber, a thief, a drug smuggler.
Well,
yeah, you need to get rid of him before you can talk to the British them. Because the British them use these things to beat our people. Why is Sheep Neville Smith? Why is Sheep Neville Smith sitting in the road in front of the governor? No, at this time. Why never do it 3 months or 3 years ago, them damn jackass?
When we've been asking them to stand for, we have to go and rally for say Etta is troublemaker. I get chastised last night from some kids telling me watch what you see on the TV, watch what you see on Facebook. Just because I said the country is a joke. It's a friggin' joke. You're doing stupidness. You're doing fool. You're putting the cat before the horse. And then you expect the damn horse to go. No, the horse can't go now because you got to put it back in front. You got to organize it properly and give the horse a good whipping. If you don't correct the people them that done the wrong to the country, so they could say, okay, I see y'all serious, I want change, I want this, blah, blah, blah. And because I say, I have a right to say this country is a joke, I born here. If they're doing bullshit, I got a right to say they're doing bullshit. I ask them if they want me to say the UK should just come and take over the whole damn place and we let dead. I want to know what's wrong with these people.
No, but Etta, this guilt. Etta, hold on, Etta. Because you see this guilt trip where some of them jackass down in the BVI you try put on you. Like when you see Eustace Freeman. Why the BVI is at this crucial junction is because the Honorable Dancia Penn, if there's any honor left on her name, said that the territory was full of corruption. She sit down and pen a letter to the Crown Council because she's a Queen Council.
So where she is now? She's in the middle of the road.
Yeah, because you know.
She's sitting in the middle of the road in a chair.
No. Why Dancia write a pen was thief don't like say thief with long bag. And that was why Dancia get up, because at the end of the day, Dancia and all of these elite people in the British Virgin Islands are of one opinion. You ain't from here. Your last name ain't Penn.
But that's what they tell me all my life.
Yes.
That's what I tell them yesterday.
Yes.
I say all my life I tell me I'm from here.
Yes.
The same sentence.
Yes.
Work with the government for telling me I'm from here. I pass top in every exam. They refuse to give me position because they say I'm from here. Tell them go kiss the low side of the nation.
Oh my God! Hold on, let me say big up to Mary Helen Gladue. How you doing, Miss Gladue over there in Canada? But the thing about it is, Etta, these people, these aristocratic like the buffoon, like Claude Skelton, real jackass, real jackass. He come like a dog going across the bridge of the boat in the boat and look in the water, see the reflection and jump off in it. Real jackass. So these elite.
I was in a good mood till they touch my big toe and they tell me what I said, what they said.
Yeah, oh jeez.
And I think that they realize that all these years you're victimizing our born here.
Yes.
You're trying to lock up our born here for standing up for righteousness and justice, and the bag of shit they were doing and had the guards to go from the magistrate and tell him the BVI full doing a lot of corruptness, and they charged my ass and had me in court for 12 years.
12 years, them jackass, yeah, I can tell you. I don't.
Take my money, make me pay lawyer, and up to this day, no, let me say, hey, I will compensate you. You know, here's something back for the stress we put you through. No, your ass telling me, oh, don't say what I have to say. Don't say that the country is a joke, because you got a man in power, he get arrested. By God, you want a man to do a resignation letter. You think he got time to be thinking about resignation letter? He got time to go save the ass.
No, but that, no, but this is how we know that. Hold on, but this is how we know that people like Suwanda Uhuru is a real jackass. You know, Suwanda Uhuru, I hope you're listening, because you're name is not Sowande anymore. As of today, we're not calling this brother no Sowande. His name is Natalia, aka not a leader. Not a leader. This Natalia is never going to be a leader. Natalia, you're a disgrace to your people. Your ancestors is rolling in their sarcophagus because you and people like Art Christopher, especially Art Christopher, your mother is crying over you, Art Christopher. You're a shame to our people. And I say this with no apology that you are all a bunch of buffoon-looking people this morning in front of the governor.
I remember.
In front of the governor.
I tell Art that I'm him and I said, Art, I need your help. We need this colorism thing. We need you to fight this issue concerning the UK. Since last year, he said, okay,
Delore Christopher is rolling in her grave right now.
The woman who survived for many years fighting for the freedom.
Yes, bring forth Pickney, who choose club over the country. Club over the country is a shame.
And I tell him, it's a hard fight. You got to fight, yes. I going to come down the road to fight, but them better, them better do better.
No, nobody set you up. This morning.
They can't set me up. No,
this morning.
That's a wrong thing.
This morning, this car, we don't give a rats if you ban. We are telling you as a maroon etta, know yourself too. Because this is what them use against us, but if you from here. This is not about you from here. This is about slavery in 2022 and the bossy niggas them. The bossy house slave them. Who love the oppressors more than how they love their brothers and sisters. Don't love their brothers and sisters at all. You know how many people come to the British Virgin Islands and call it home. And these people have the audacity after we suffered through the most devastating hurricane. Pack up people, turn in permit, don't pay no sovereign's money, nothing at all, and then want to tell us that is good governance. Only until you have people like Shayna Smith who make things spoil out of the festival village. Rotten pan the village before then give it to people who need it because of a last name and where you come from. These are the nastiness that lead people like Sheep Neville Smith sitting in the road like a mad fucking man this morning. Look at the likes of Maduro Keynes, like a mad jackass in the road this morning.
Let me ask you one question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
You see, I glad I have school children living with me and around me.
Yes.
The school children asked me this morning, is all the projects in the BVI going to stop, including the high school? Seeing that, hey, what coming out the mouth of school children? And seeing that the leader was responsible for these projects, would these projects be stopped immediately? A school child asking that this morning, you know. Is school going to be closed? Is school going to be closed? Why haven't they put down their foot on this? Why haven't they come out the first day? She asking a question I asking in my head. Why the hell the leaders we have, like, Natalio,
not a leader. Natalio, not a leader. That's a catchphrase. He's not a leader. Not our leader. Never will be.
The first day this happened, I said, people, meet me by Noel Park. We got emergency.
Yeah.
Them ass stay behind the governor decide to tell them what to do. And then you want to tell me you want to lead this pack. How the hell you want to lead this pack? How you want to lead me? And you can't stand firm for your brothers and sisters. The same damn people are charging extra money for friggin', what you call it, Western Union and MoneyGram to send away your own people.
Hold on there. Hold on, Cops. I get some more breadfruit to put in the pot. Sister Ayata, you have a petition that have been sent to you. A check was not sent to you, but a petition has reached you to sign. What is your take? Are you signing this petition or are you going? What are you doing, Sister Ayata?
Man, I don't sign up. I got some cousin in Tatola signing up. I call my family in America. She's sending things sign up to. Hey, it's a lot of we signing up for.
What you signing up for? What were you signing up for? What the petition say? What the petition?
I send you the petition.
Oh yes, I have it.
I have it here.
I have it here. Yeah.
And it's state and why you see it state.
I don't. I was looking for something where at this all of people at this appropriate time 554 people have signed this petition, but on this petition we are not seeing anything about the public arrest of these criminal entity. Why the country is here? There is nothing here with the names. I have 9 names that need to be picked up before the end of the day right now, and I don't see it on this petition. So I personally will not, I say this, I will not be signing this petition because this petition is protecting criminals, and we are not in the business of protecting criminals. Yes, Sharon, you were saying. Yes, Sharon. Yeah, I hear me.
Sharon, send me the petition now.
Let me send it to you, Etta. Let me send it to you. Let me send it to your desk right now.
Send it.
We're not signing this petition.
But you know why I signed it? Because in the history of it's true. They do not.
But you have to put everything in order first, my girl.
Etta, we can't be just Etta. This petition come from people like Bishop Klein, who have watched the nation suffered while his thieving relatives on the pulpit, Claude Skelton, is preaching love and prosperity. This sort of hypocrisy, Etta and Sister Iota, this is why the governor looked up us as pure buffoon, because the governor is saying that he knows what's going on, and if he as an outsider know what's going on, that means that you, Sharon, and Etta know what's going on.
It's the word is on the paper. Tell me if it's wrong or truth. That's why I signed the word song. Words to me mean a lot.
Yeah.
You understand the words that we and our ancestors were the set of people that take care of themselves and taller people never help. And then
your ancestors.
That
hold on, Sharon.
I cannot be
how you treat people while the colonizers are take over your upper, because of how your brothers and sisters treat people like shit, Sharon. Your brothers and sisters have lost their way, Sharon. Admittance is the first thing, and correction of your wrong is the other. You cannot
That's
go.
Why they say you have to repent.
But they don't want to repent. Look at them this morning. Look at them in front of the governor house this morning. That like repentance.
Repentant. I must suffer myself. I must stand for the equal rights and justice of what my ancestors fought for.
But you have used, but you have lost, you have embarrassed your ancestors by how you've been living. Your ancestors left and went to place like Santo Domingo, broke like a church house, work and cut sugar cane. Yes, and they went them went and breed up all kind of women in the Caribbean, and then now
all of them. So let's come up after all of that.
Yeah, but hold on, Sharon. You know what, Sharon, you see anything you're wrong, you have to shut up and correct your wrong. You're not gonna be wrong and strong around here, so you're governor wrong too. Don't get me wrong. But our people have done us greater wrong than the governor right now. The governor is looking. The governor is looking like Captain Save a Ho because our brothers and sisters have treated us like shit, Sharon. Sharon, it's embarrassing, Sharon. Hold on, because we have Bishop Klein say you want to talk right now. Hold on, people, because this is historical. We're not backing down from the story. We want the governor to know that don't get yourself easy. Hold on, people. Hold on.
We totally block the road. Let some of the traffic pass through and let us take a side and do what we came here to do this morning. I'm appealing to you. This morning, let us let our wisdom rule. We are an orderly and we are a peaceful people. Let's do that. Now, if you want them to park their cars and stand with us, yes. But we don't have to totally disrupt the traffic. That is my stand and that is my position. I asked you to be here, so now I ask for your cooperation in having a peaceful and orderly day, and let us not get distracted from the reason we are here. We are here not to stand against each other. We are here to stand against direct rule by the United Kingdom. This what you're doing is a distraction. Stop it. So you're welcome to come in here. You're welcome to come on this side into closer to the governor's house if you want.
So I tell you, and then you have no back it is.
Hold on, the people.
So while some of the organizers
those of you who want to come over
here, we're live inside the BVI. Yes, we're live inside the BVI. We do have Sister Iota on the line. We have a lot of criminal people who are on a list that I have this morning on demonstration. It is not looking pretty good for the British Virgin Islands. The elites.
Question.
Yes. Yes.
Are they still going to take up and march? Are they going to march for the Queen? Are they going to march for the Queen Jubilee?
Oh, Jesus. Of course. This is why the British Virgin Islands is at odd. And it is so nasty that this morning, hold on, this morning not no Caribbean leaders or Caribbean people standing in masses with the British Virgin Islands people. You know why? They have laid their bed nasty. Especially the immigration department has treated. Can you imagine after hurricane done and you lose everything, them tell you to come off of the island. Come off of the island. You ain't fine. Yeah. You need to go back where you come from, daddy, because you're taking what belong to me. This morning, the British is bossing these rasas, and these jackass are going to let us feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for them, because we've been telling we've been telling these brothers and sisters, say, stop loving the slave master more than you love your people. They say, you bad mind, boy. You people.
We tired saying it.
Tired. It is a
truth. Trying to enlighten them on the stories of what we had and what we were going through. Tired.
They tell you.
And another shameful thing, I've been advocating us all these blinking months and years.
Yes.
And all they keep on telling me, Eta, shut your mouth. Keep on people on radio station. When they don't tell me keep on radio station now.
No.
Why? Keep telling me keep on radio station now.
No, why they don't go down? Why they go down to the governor and tell the governor to keep his hands off the people, the children, them rights?
We need a man, you know? And nobody call him. My God, they got me a whoop away, my son.
Yeah, don't lose no sleep over this, mama. Don't lose a minute of sleep over this, cause
them they gotta be there all day, you know. They can't just protest for a few seconds. This is a all day, all week protest non-stop. See, police don't reach.
But Etta, hold on, people. Herbalist, hold on. Herbalist, you're inside up. You're still in the march right now. Are you still on location?
No, just left.
You just left. Herbalist, why did you think it was? Hold on now. Why did you leave your beautiful house to go down and hang out with these losers this morning?
Well, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no matter when if the UK decides to push and colonialize this
mute
place,
the phone, Sharon. Hold on, Sharon. Mute your phone. Etta, mute your phone. Thank you. Continue.
If the UK comes back and colonizes this place and puts people right back into the line of slavery, it affects everybody. The so-called man who thinks he's the winner, the one who's the loser, the one who thinks he has a last name, the one who feel like they're born here, the one who's not from here but make here their home. Everybody's getting affected. They want to actually cut down the public people who actually work in public service by over 1/3. That is a lot of people getting chopped as soon as these people step foot through the door.
But listen to me. Can I ask? Let me say this to you, right? Because the British are not stupid. The UK is not stupid. This setup is working exactly how they picture is going to go. With the British Virgin Islands had been set up from 2017 after the hurricane. The people got up the first march and said, listen to me, the likes of Mr. Pickering, questionable. The likes of Mark Vanterpool, questionable. We want all of these 13 members who have been playing the people for a jackass to come out with transparency. Andrew and all of them. The movement was hijacked by the likes of Bishop Klein, who this morning we see out there, Claude Skelton Klein, all of these elite brothers and sisters who have been sucking the very life out of the territory that has caused this problem on our people. And you're telling me that the first course of action that we people need to do is be seen with these criminals defending the territory on their platform. Why didn't the people of the British Virgin Islands did public arrest with these brothers and sisters and tell the Crown, say you have beef with these people, take it up with these people, but my people's land, my forefathers fought and dead for this, take on our fight. You think so that is the right move, or we should, or this is the right move to stand with them?
That's the right move.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you're fighting an enemy, you don't fight amongst yourself in public in front
This
of the
is not about fighting among yourself. You're setting principle and standard. That means that your enemy cannot belittle you with these small attributes.
We have already addressed that.
How? I don't start Skelton Klein within some form of arrest. I don't see Bishop Klein within some form of arrest. I don't see Mark Vanterpool. I don't see Julian Willock. I don't see none of these people in the register are found guilty, because they're all criminal under the Crown this morning. And that is why Andrew Foy is lamentating inside of a jail cell this morning, because last week when they left the island and signed off that they all fall short of running the government properly, they become criminal. They have no diplomacy, and they need to tell the people that in the books of the Crown they are all criminal.
Okay, let me make something else known.
Yeah.
The persons who came this morning who had the speaker, and those persons who were actually doing the hosting, they were the ones who actually brought their stuff. When we went in a separate group to march, but when we got there, we all got together. Now, we have to stand together as a people. I'm always going to say that. Because the person who are going to get disciplined, whether it's the ministers, because we're going to take care of them ourselves.
When?
We are going to take care of them, but our issue now is the hostile takeover. We can't be we can cut down their heads now when and
hold on, because the Crown does not business if it's your cousin or auntie or niece, you know. They're dealing with business. So if you can clean your house and them Captain Save a whole British come around here who's a land grabbers, because of the land them are grabbing, you know. Them are criminal too, you know. But guess what I'm saying? Because hold on.
How much time did they give? Because when they
said that they were going to do these things,
how much to do what they're doing now?
No. The territory was given enough time to get rid of these club members. But every morning them go on Tola radio and they make some little jackass over there said, yeah, we got problem, daddy, but everybody got problem. Now the shit hit the fan, because the UK has come into our territory this morning under the auspices that they're going to do good governance. How can a culprit that they're slave people, when them slave for 400 years, come and govern us? How can a culprit who have stolen goods in the Queen Crown upon our head is stolen property, And these are the people that your people, as them, swear to serve and have been kissing their ass, and now them are taking country from us. And we supposed to go down with the captain them. I say, save the ship and make the captain them walk. Huh?
Why are you talking like the people them down the country? They ain't not take the country.
What was that again, Sharon? The people.
The A don't take it.
The A what?
Sharon, are you sleeping?
No, Eta. Shush it. Them ignorant say me I try fight, me I try live up, you know, man.
Talk to me, man.
Sharon, your brothers and sisters are criminal, Sharon. And the sooner you admit it, the sooner you will get back your country in your hand. Because I shouldn't think that.
I don't admit it, my son.
Yeah, but but just like how you listen to me. Yesterday I was listening to a public forum in the BVI. And you know, say a young little girl, I tell the crowd, say the UK is to be blamed for them being in this position. How can how can the UK be blamed for you making a jackass of yourself?
I don't think so.
No,
I'm with you.
Continue,
I'm with you with everything.
Let me hear the herbalist, because the herbalist is coming off the location, and I hope that some of those curse that is on Claude Skelton Klein and Bishop Klein don't rub off on her, because these people are cursed. They are cursed.
My king, when you talk about these things, don't put anything on fire. Nothing don't tag to me that is not me.
I love you, but when you tell me that you're standing up, because this is what our people have done over the years, and Martin Luther King talk about the inclusion that is killing us, because our people run into the burning building just to be included. This morning,
Hold on. And when I say that I was there and I stood,
yes.
At the end of the day, I'm a small business person. I have to stand for the impact that's going to happen on the small business. I have to stand on behalf of those people who are not from here, who came here and made a home.
Yes.
So when I stand for these people. I don't come to stand for politics. I don't come to stand for VIP or whatnot. These people have to face the law, and they must get discipline. That is a must. I don't stand for any kind of corruption. The people I stand for are the people, the little man amongst us, those who they're already squeezing and will continue to squeeze. That's who I stand for.
I continue. So, what you want to say, Eto?
Obelisk.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Go ahead.
I know you heard my stand last month, right? I know you heard what I said. Did you know right after that I went to the back to address some folks that is high in power?
Yes.
And they were the one that offended because I said the country's a joke. And let me tell you something. See, what is going on is a joke. I have the right to stand. Because today now, look at it. We are doing I still home because I tell you, my children got to go to school for 12:30, so I have to make sure they're taken care of and they move. But look at the quality of people that came out that's supposed to be on to support the laws that are not there.
These people, sis, you have to look at it this way. And I will tell you, because it's not like we don't know the culture of the BVI people. A lot of people come out and they make noise when they don't like something. And when you ask who's going to fight, 4 people show up. But everyone is getting affected. So everybody wants 4 people to fight so that they could actually win something, and then they stand in the background. A lot of people who went over to work in the public service this morning were supposed to be down there because they're the ones who are going to get chopped down first out of their jobs. So the job they're running to because they don't want to get fired from, they're going to lose it anyway.
But listen, they prefer to go to the jobs this morning because if they do, they're going to register everybody who came. They're going to make a note of everybody. We are victims. Okay, number 1. If you don't repent to the people, discriminate against.
Who you done wrong to? Yes.
Who you wrong to?
Fighting a losing battle.
I mentioned that in a meeting. I mentioned that in a meeting last night.
Mm-hmm.
There was a meeting that was held, and I said to them, we need to, and I said, actually, your people, your government, y'all need to say sorry to those people who came here, who actually.
But we don't want. Me personally, me can't tell you something. Hold on, the people, cause me have to stop already. Me personally, me no want no sorry from them, dude. Yeah. Me no want no sorry from them. Me want them and them. Hold on, no. Me want them and them cronies to suffer like how I have been suffering from 2017. I have been suffering. Hold on, no. I have been purposely suffering, and Bishop Klein know about this. All of these leaders, all of these people you see out of the governor house are demonstrate. These are the said people who kiss them teeth, enter in the problem and not fit them on. He ain't fan here. Hold on, no, let me done. He ain't fan here. Okay. He ain't our problem. But now that the house are burned down upon them both in slavery now, we must go back and love them. Let me tell you this, big and serious.
No, and no, and that's not the atmosphere when people see certain people standing and these other men are there.
Yes.
Don't take that in that context, because at the meetings there were other meetings apart from what you saw today.
Yes.
And in those meetings we said, look, right now there is no government. I don't want to hear no VIP. I don't want to hear no NDP. There is no government. Don't come here as any government minister, because we have beef with y'all. What we are doing now as a people, we're trying to save ourselves from colonialization. And when we are done, we will deal with you. That was said in meetings.
I hear, but this is it.
It's not everything that you actually do in front of public spectrum.
Yeah, but herbalist. All respect to you, herbalist. I think that time for us to act civilized has passed, because I've just said a while ago that when I see the likes of Sheep, Neville Smith, and Maduro, Keynes inside sitting in the road, this sort of has always been there. But it's just because it has become a detrimental situation to people why their madness is coming out. I am saying to you right now, I'm saying to you and the rest of the people who are listening right now, we have government officials who know the suffering of our people. And over the last couple of years and months, they have found all the excuse not to help the people them. All the excuse. When I look at the likes of Bishop, who's a friend of my Facebook, who see my post every day, but yet still he have the audacity to go down and stand up in front of the pulpit and preach to we people, say God love you. But yet still, our elders are getting $250 a month as a stipend after your work. For how many years Social Security can give you $250? Ronnie Skelton can draw out $12 million share between him and James Tadman and Mark Vanterpool them for go buy yachts and things. But our people, these people need to be crucified. And until the British Virgin Islands clean them house and pay the people them for the atrocity that they have done to them, the curse of the island will continue, because the British Islands has been cursed by these individuals and their money, their love for money, and not the love for people.
Okay, hold it right there. Let me say this. I'm gonna say something, right? I know that they found oil in the street. They want the. I also knew when they found oil in Haiti on the shores, a little baby found the well oil that nobody knew. And they took that and they said they're going to give the child a custody that everybody needs their custody. That's what they're planning, and that's what they're doing. And that's why America wants to go in right now, take over Haiti. All right. You can now know that we got oils, gallons of oil in this country here. Ain't explores yet. It's that the people that is in power who knew about the situation say, okay, boy, let me secure this lump sum for each individual. It's 30,000 of us. 30,000 of us. Let me secure $1 million. That's spread along as guys, giving each person $1,000 a month to families in dire need. Families, everybody would not be hurt. The DVI will be set well, the will be set well. They hide it under the table, under the bushel note. They hide it. No, you can find it and they see the light. You think you can get the backside, get a whole lot of oil before them? And now you get blood. Because right now you get suffering, you get falling, you can need something to hold them head up. And the PVI is the water right now. Any country is so rich and rich. You can let 30,000 people.
All that talk.
It's hold. I second that because I'll tell you, this has nothing to do. And Gadites, I hear you,
Yes,
Gadites.
yes,
But
yes.
when persons, the UK and the colonizer does not care about the victimization of government to their own people. They don't care about that.
That's
what
why-
they care about is I'm after your resources, I'm after your money, I'm after certain things and so forth. And because you don't want to give it to me, I want your open list of registrar to see where I can put me in my pocket. All of these things that these people are after. These people don't give a damn about people down here and all that kinds of stuff. And in order to get to what they want to, they have to what? Scrap constitution, scrap government, scrap everything. So when we come in, we could do whatever it is that we want.
Oh, Sharon want to say something. Sharon, what you saying?
No, I'm agreeing with you.
That's why the plan should have been changed. Firmly putting it that is ours good and for life and for everybody that is laying foot on it at the present. So if their generation so happens to get, their generation get. But until they repent and put those laws in place, them ass in like a shit because they forefathers like kick up. I tell her about that dream I had when I woke up about the morning and guys, you remember that was live and fire. I know she was there. The hobby. I told you that see they so angry. You know why? Because they've been hiding away for them for so many years and covering and they turn the blind eye and go back now and protect the city because greed, they want it all for themselves. They think the city and then I swallow up every flipping one.
I just want to say this.
Just one thing I want to say. The man ain't repenting. He telling we must hold on. He told he repenting. That man, that fight. He ain't repenting at all. You read the statement, he said that we must hold on and no weapon farm against and the UK and America set him up. This man here no repenting. Well, my peace.
Let me say this because were you gonna say something or what?
Yes, he don't see the light, he got a good liar. So if he see somebody else boss, he gonna get set free. Hey.
Yo, let me say this. And hold on. And this is the predicament the British Virgin Islands is in. You know, you're playing chess games, but you still don't have no sense as to this chess game. Because if you think that going down to the governor's house and shouting at the top of your voice, no, direct from UK, you had how many months to mount this together as a team? But that wasn't your that was not your concern. Your concern was to cancel people permit. Your concern was to brag upon people and tell people your last name Smith. Your concern was to ask our brothers and sisters where you from, if you know who I am. Because you're a bunch of bossy slave who, because the UK turn a blind eye to the nastiness that they allow you to do. Because the UK was only robbing us, you know. But what happened is they allow you to help rob us. So you were getting little spoil and the overseas territories need to wake up. Them do it to Anguilla No Anguilla. Then do it to Turks and Caicos, and I said to them, Turks and Caicos is going to be just BVI. It's going to be like, no, Gadites, you bad mind, you are from here, you talking crap, you don't like our island. This is not about liking no island. My ancestors, our ancestors fought and died together to make this future for us. But some of you are so proud with this nasty branding, but I from BVI. Today show you that you don't even have a damn right in that country, and you're not even a first class, you're a fourth class citizen in your own country. In your own country.
I remember, King, I remember talking and on that same show down here, and I kept telling them,
yes,
stop getting distracted and fighting amongst yourselves.
Yes.
Your eye should be on the colonizer because they're planning and they're plotting. And I tried breaking things down, and they never listened. They never listened. I reminded one of them this morning. I said, remember when I was on the show and I was talking about the colonizer and what they were going to do? And I told y'all refuse to listen when the trumpet is being blown. And because you've played a deaf ear, y'all will be crying very soon, and they will be asking for help. I said, you remember me? And then I said to him, he said, and you are? I said, I'm the herbalist. And then he said, oh my gosh, that's you? I said, yes, that's me.
Yes, that.
Because I warned them.
They didn't want your warning. They want. Listen to me. What is white lady name? You have this Caucasian came in this morning that have all the house niggas running up and down in she.
What is Honorable Millicent?
She has no honor. She has no honor with the Maroons because we are sovereign, so we don't use that word. We use that word with people. But this little peasant who the crown sent to rule over these great men who've been walking around Road Town as if they shit can make patty. They have been elected by the people, but here comes a woman now who has never talked to our people ever. She's going to rule these clowns. These clowns will have to listen to what she say. And I am
and it's absolutely, because you can tell me that y'all are coming to put things in play on behalf the people who actually did those things, and y'all are saying are ingrained.
And
these are individuals. You cannot blame them. You cannot put the whole BVI in a noose and
but the reason why everybody is being chastised by the crown is because you're harboring criminals among you. And you don't want to give them up, so you are going to go to prison.
Who are the criminals?
All of the all of the brothers and sisters, all of the brothers and sisters that have been found guilty of breaking Her Majesty's register are now criminal.
Hold on.
Yes.
They broke the registrar that the UK themselves don't even have to govern their own selves.
Can I tell you something? You was living in the house long time and no saying of your house. You know the rules and regulations, so don't go like when you broke them, you know they were there. But because you were so boastful of living in a house, not owning the house, just bragging that in my house, you don't have a land title nor nothing. But you telling me we're coming to the house where I live just like you, because we are all one people, but because you love brag and show off, daddy, I from here, this morning you're showing the world is laughing at you because you ain't got moins. You ain't got nothing. Because you sold out your birthright, your ancestors who had that bird sanctuary know the love of that place. When I came in the BVI 2001, the love that I find in that place, I can't find none of that right now. I can't find not one individual in the British Virgin Islands who is standing on their circle.
Now people need to recognize this shit. That one thing I agree with you. And they know them.
They're not giving up them. Not giving. Of course, these people came into power not as wealthy as they are right now. And look.
We know them.
Yes, but this is it now. When you have people who have done people wrong, that because they're from the BVI, they can't do no wrong. If a crime happened in the British Virgin Islands now, and a person been residing there for 20 years, they're going to trace back where he come from, who was his grandfather, and then say the Kitishan them come mash up with country. The Jamaica come mash up with country. The British Virgin Islands have never taken responsibility for the nastiness that they have been issuing out to our people. And this morning, they are standing with so much false pride. When you look at Bishop Klein, who says he's a man of God, put on a t-shirt this morning mocking our people, disrespect the ancestors because of his own personal greed. It hurt the nation, man. It hurt the nation, and these people need to be held accountable. They could have fixed the problem before it reached here, but they were so proud. Daddy, we gonna fix all problem. You ain't got no problem. The UK is the problem, and you don't have the balls to talk to them. Yeah, that's where we are this morning. The reality on the ground. Sean Rhodes in St. Vincent. A lot of our people are concerned because what this is going to play in is now the UK is going to feel like everybody is a rollover because the British Virgin Islands roll over. We're not a rollover. We're not St. Lucia. All the different corporations that the UK is going around to resuscitate with their so-called Commonwealth agenda. This win that they got this morning is a very crucial win. The British Virgin Islands. It's a big win for the British, them, I can tell you that. And we got problems, people. We got problems. Herbalist, I don't know where you go from here, but they say that for the rest of the week, they're asking you to get up out of your bed and come march. I'm urging you not to do that sort of buffoonery.
Well, here's the thing, though. I move by the Spirit and not by opinion of man.
Yes.
So I'm going to do as the Spirit leads me to do and to go wherever it leads me to go.
Yeah.
Here's one thing that I want to ask, though. In the midst of all of this happening, no one should be complying or meeting with any governor, meeting with any meeting that any of these people are going to do. So now I am looking closely, and then you have persons who want to meet up with public servants for what? To do what?
Yeah, well, the governor, remember that there's a list out, you know. I have the names here. They say work in the bank. There's a list here for you. If you work in the business sector, because as what they've said now that the head chicken has been caught with so much unscrupulous activities, the entire cob is suspected to be infested.
Well, but here's my thing.
Yes.
If I'm going to war with you, or I'm going to war with someone in your house,
yes,
you have come to destroy me.
Yes.
I'm not going to have other members of my house sit down and having meetings with you. What exactly are we meeting about when we're at war?
Yeah, well, the thing about it is we are at war, but there's a compromise, because the trip last week, and a lot of people don't listen to me when I talk, you know. The ministers went away a couple weeks ago. And when the ministers went away to the United Kingdom, it was to sign on the dotted line that they understand that they have broken the laws of the Crown. Her Majesty's Registrar, and we have the Commission of Inquiry, where every single one of them admitted that they breached Her Majesty's Registrar. Now, when you break the law under the Europeans, they are not say, yeah, you break the law, daddy, but come work tomorrow. That's not how the UK work. The UK is very dogmatic. They have a plan. The reason why we're at this junction is because people like Mr. McTavish and Dr. Pickering, when the UK asked them to give them the registrar, say, listen to me, we want the financial books, you know. What them did tell them again, Etta? You ain't getting this, daddy. This mornings,
Yes,
daddy.
they ain't getting it.
You ain't getting it. Dr. Orlando Smith say, yeah, and Bishop Klein jump up on the truck and say, no, Patsy Lake say, no, we're not it. And the Crown say, okay then, you want to play hardball. we are going to play hardball. They send down a MI6 governor named Jasper. Wait, no, the brother that want to turn up in front about one of them. And I want to make it clear that our satellite has picked up 2 British military carriers inside the waters of the BVI.
We know.
I want you to know that this may be taken lightly by the club members, but this what they're doing is actually dangerous for our people. Now let me continue. Yeah, you were saying something?
No, let me cut you off. You see, if only now I realize I am a prophet. Sorry, Lord Jesus, that I have to tell the prophet. Guys, what about them submarine? I tell you that oh Lord.
Yeah, but I yes.
Guys,
yes.
Tell them leave them people alone and to come back off them people before them blow up everybody in the business.
Hold on, no, Etta, hold on, man, because I can assure you, if the herbalists continue to go down by the governor house by now on weekend, we will have a September 17 man-made hurricane with AK-47, and you won't be able to go on the road and demonstrate because the governor is itching to call a state of emergency as we speak. He is itching to call a state of emergency, and under the auspices of a state of emergency, he has all powers. Although he's got it already, but he has all powers at that precise time. I want to go back to what I'm saying. When the Honorable Dancia Penn wrote the letter to the Privy Council or the House of Lords, explaining that she did not trust the Dr. Orlando Smith or his wife Lorna Smith, he did not trust Mark Vanterpool or Andrew Foy, or she don't trust none of her brothers and sisters. So the UK got the Dracula got the door open by Dancia Penn. It is Dancia Penn who let the vampire inside the house, and she let the vampire inside of the house out of pure malice. Because in her mind, she's entitled to lead the British Virgin Islands as much as some of these bossy slaves consider that they are entitled to lead our people. Not by doing good things, but by their nasty bloodline and their association with the club. They figure more or less because they go meet every Thursday night and chew them sit down and have this big meeting. Like, can you see what they did? Can you imagine? Suwanda Uhuru and his counterpart at this crucial time is going to go into a back room, and they decided that he's the leader of the Virgin Islands party. How of a jackass is the people? We're in a time of crisis, and yet still a selected amount of people is still going around making decisions for all of our people. That no makes sense. So when Dancia Penn called in the UK said they're going to come in. Pat Slake and everybody get up. Yeah, they're coming for with money. They want with money. Sister, they want to take with money. Not knowing that the British already told themselves that, listen me, we have a bunch of money laundering criminals around here, So we have to hold on to these people. It never seems obvious when the governor went into the House of Assembly and sit down among these brothers and sisters who were bragging about how much they pay $85,000 for consultant fee and they pay $85 million for the cruise ship pier. They thought the governor was an idiot, but he works with MI6 and he's very, 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 very smart. This morning, in 2022, people, we're witnessing the British Virgin Islands at a catastrophe, at a ledge, a cliff, being pushed over by greedy people, Etta, greedy people, herbalists, greedy people, Sister Ayata. And these said greedy people are telling my brothers and sisters to come out and become a target for the United Kingdom. Is this what we're seeing right now? Our 2 warship is out there fully armed to take the life of our people, and these club members are still playing games at this dangerous hour. We have to put our foot down, man. I allow you. Etta, know that you have things to do. Herbalist, I'm going to be here until 2 o'clock because I have 3 other delegates waiting to come over. But Anybody want to say anything? This is serious right here. Here we
All
have
I'm saying, they need to take another strategy, another way of dealing with this situation.
Yes.
And realize going on there and mechanizing and solve the problem. they need to realize first, as I said, they need to get hold of those people that the UK want, put them in front of them first and say, okay, here's the problem, deal with it, let us be. That's it. That's
My sister, I don't go with that, you know.
All right, talk to me. Where you going with?
The person who offends the people gotta deal with them. I'm not handing you over to the enemy. I'm whipping you myself because what you did offended me, not them.
Right, and
so that has to be
we haven't been doing that, and that's what they're looking at.
But here,
yeah, go ahead.
But that suggestion, I would not go with that suggestion. And I always tell people this is a two-phase war. It's a physical war and it's a spiritual battle. So when you do what you have to do physically, then you do what you have to do spiritually. Or do the both simultaneously. Most people are coming.
Both of them have to do simultaneously.
Yes, so most people are coming out and they believe that when they see me standing, that I'm just standing there physically. I don't physical wars, just physical wars. I make my presence known as to what I stand for, and then I do all my fighting spiritually. Most people, when I do things, I can't be questioned, but I get the execution that I want. I alwaast do.
But unless we put the things in place first, unless we put those that is responsible for this issue first, and then say, okay,
let me ask. You're saying to do that. Let me ask you a question.
We need to have a re-election immediately. That's
no. Let me ask. At this time, let me ask you a question. While you're actually saying, let's do this right now and so forth, while you're stepping away, which re-election when they have talked about scrapping the government? Nothing that you will do at this point in time. As a matter of fact, it will be nothing but a big distraction. You deal with that problem that you have facing you. There's a man stabbing you in the foot. You're going to talk about, let's see how we can put on a shirt.
Who is stabbing you in the foot? Who is stabbing you in the foot?
Yes, hold on.
Who is stabbing you in the foot?
Yeah, that's... I just get asked.
No. Let me stop the rhythm because I want to hear the herbalist. She's very intelligent. I doubt that she... Who is stabbing? Who is in the foot now?
Let me break that down. You have a situation where we're talking about persons who are accountable.
Yes.
Persons who are accountable to the people.
Yes.
Who have to be held accountable to the people.
Yes.
The people has to deal with those people accordingly. Mm-hmm. Whether we get them put in, we get them charged, we get whatever it is that we do to these people.
Yeah, but
at the same time, that's happening. You also have somebody else who's going to come and enslave both the person who has offended you and you yourself.
Listen, which
one do you do first?
But herbalist, your foot is bleeding, right? The first thing you have to do is stop the blood, right?
Thank you very much.
Hold on, nurse, not herbalist. I ask you a question, a practical question. If you're bleeding, don't you have to stop the blood first, right?
Well, you didn't get my drift as to who.
Yeah, but no. What I'm simply saying is that what I'm simply herbalist. What I'm simply saying is that we are in this predicament because an accident has happened. No,
here's the thing.
Can I finish? No. And that's a conversation go, herbalist. Conversation go where you make a point and you find out if that point is correct. My thing is, we have a situation here. This situation did not happen out of the blues. The UK had a plan and they employ some of our brothers and sisters who sold us out. Now, these brothers and sisters who sold us out, because there was never a day we're going to win under the UK strategies. It was always losing battle. So now we want to prove that our brothers and sisters are traitors among us. You're telling us to Go and fight the oppressors with the traitors and come back with the traitors, come discipline them. That's what I say.
No, it can't work.
It not gonna work.
That can't work.
It not gonna work. The traitors, them have to get heads off. We need to dismantle the traitors, them.
They have to.
No.
Solve the problem first.
No.
Solve it first.
No. No.
Excuse me, can I ask you, why can't we go in and have a last situation of what they're doing and paralyze and justify these criminals?
Because
and this is what we need to do. Fix the situation that we gotta do.
Yeah. Yeah, but what happened, Auntie Sharon, is that the UK has given enough time to put out the Robin Hoods, but through the Robin Hoods been giving one and two people some of the gold. Some people say, yeah, that my cousin, he could go and rob and kill. I ain't give a damn as long as he hear me. No, we're at this crossroad. The children's future. No, but if any one of these government officials ever said they love the British Virgin Islands, they would this morning hand in their resignation and face the judgment that they put the country in. But they are a bunch of cowards.
That's the first step. I told them that already.
Excuse me.
Yes,
but I'm
Herbalist.
going to have to step out just for a moment. I'll rejoin the conversation.
Yes.
I was waiting for a client and they just arrived.
Thank you. Thank you
I'll
for your
rejoin
time.
as soon as I'm done.
All right.
Okay, good.
They need, they need to resign.
Yes.
And they won't resign. None of them don't want to resign. Look, fire on them.
Yeah, man. We're
They
not
need to
stop
resign.
them. We're not stop them.
They don't want to hear that truth.
Yeah,
They
well.
do not want to hear the reality truth.
Yeah.
Some of them is them friend and them family. So they ain't gonna want to jeopardize their friend and their family.
This is
You
not.
understand?
This is not.
That's what we're going to do. I understand what you're saying. I cannot go and match with them hypocrites
No.
and them criminals.
No.
Understand? I ain't know that.
We are not marching. We are not marching with none of these criminals. These criminals, when they were robbing our people and treating them like shit, they laugh at us. Even right now, they're laughing at Gadites. They see our pain and laugh and say, hey, he ain't one of we. Why we care about he? I on the radio have told already, stop the rhythm. And Sam Henry said to the people of the British Virgin Islands, Gadites ain't for hair. It's full time it's full time make that boy Gadites suffer. Cause that boy Gadites he don't like we. It's not that Gadites don't like you. Gadites don't like how you have nasty, dirty, vicious, bad mind. Me not like them people there. People who get up and eat on people because of where they come from. You buy your plane ticket, you come there, you not rob and break no laws. But because you worthless and lazy and don't want to get a 9 to 5, you say me a take where you supposed to get. And then the government get up and support these losers. These losers who get up, these lazy, non-ambition losers who give away the territory today. I go tell we say we become march with them. March with who? Who no march on yourself, go in a Bolson gut, find a jail cell, lock up in the like the premier, and ask for repentance because you is a bunch of criminals.
And they want to believe that the people set he up. Why the hell they went to London then? Why would you put yourself in position to be set up when you had a responsibility to take care of your country? That was your responsibility, not to go places to get set up. Set up.
Yeah.
You greedy. And then he said that you don't pay him enough. Why will he say no? They're on tape. His voice.
Then if the head chicken a criminal, the rest of chicken I mean I could be criminal too as far as me see it. And this is the evidence. The evidence is there.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, but people, so now come have some other people for calling this program hot this morning, blazing. Yes, right. Jesus, peace. Etta over there, we'll link back with Etta and Sharon in a bit. But right now I have a tape that just sent come to me, Lord God. This I got mash up the whole live station, you know. This I got mash up our live station. Father God, give me strength. Father, give me strength. Yes, we are inside the International Grand Rising Show. And The demonstration is on and popping as we speak. Let's go back in the fields right now and see how best we can hear what's popping inside the British.
I wish I was there. When I listen to the stories about the great match of 1949, I get so excited that I wish I could go back in time. To witness a turning point of history when we, the people, demanded that we must rule our destiny. Yes, I truly wish I was there. To march purposely down Main Street, I can't help but to imagine or hear the stomping, marching feet. I can see courage in their eyes and vigor in their steps. I can hear determination in their voices, Virgin Islands resilience in every breath. I can feel the solidarity as they resolutely decided. Today, we must fight, we must march united. I wish I was there at the great match of 1949, marching alongside our legends not standing on the sideline. When Theodore Faulkner from Antigua emerged, a fisherman turned hero, boy did he have some nerves. Social services had vanished and help from Britain was short in supply. So Faulkner went to the marketplace where he stood boldly to voice his cry. I wish I witnessed when his chant struck a chord, and the movement started as all the islanders spread the word. We taking this to the streets. 2 community leaders joined his side, Isaac Fonseca and Carlton De Castro, leaders 2 and 3 marching in stride. They led throngs of Virgin Islanders down the road. Hit 2, 3, 4, chanting, shouting, 2 words, no more. I wish I was there to see how they fought to give me a chance. In 49, they walked down the road of we, for our future, they took a chance. Marching side by side with our bold leaders on that glorious day, a defining moment in history, a movement we should never, ever let slip away. 2022 is proven to be a legacy-shattering year. But this time, as we fight, I'm happy I am here. You can
Wow, that sounds so good. Sounds so good. Oh, that is sounding redemption songs. Oh man, Ones of Freedom. Yeah, let's get DJ tap your loud shout no me, cause them people are real wagonists. But me tell you big and serious. You can't fool some people sometime, you know. But you can't fool no 5 people all the time. I think we have a play. Do we have a tape here lined up to play? In case you're just joining us, we are right here inside the fullness. Kishma!
Good morning, folks.
Yeah, Kishma.
Hey, Kalinda. What going on? How you doing, by the way? Inbox me, I see, you were doing some things the other day, and I meant to message you, but I didn't get a chance, so Hit me up. Let me know how you're doing. How you're really doing. Morning, Teresa. I ain't see you in a hot minute. Your daughter got every day of the week. I still getting crucified. Now you could imagine the hammer that I predicted would fall on us happening, and I still get crucified. All when we start to get in trouble in the commission of inquiry, we get called. That man that locked up in the jail right now didn't even have enough respect to put on a proper shot and tie and see off the former governor because he was pissed in a pissing contest that the rest of y'all stand up behind support iron nonsense. Iron is the problem. It ain't them 30. We sat down and let them lead us wrong. For months I keep telling you 30,000 is more than 13 and none of you were listening to me. Now y'all want to gather the weakest one with the leftist backbone who up to now can't say, "Bye, Andrew Fire was full of fuck and we want support," and he can't even say that. He can't even say that. And the grandstand that actually just so glad to get set up moving like you behind the matching so he could feel like he do something. Y'all went behind these people and these people embarrass us. Take your shame, respectively, and go in the car. This is a buyback moment. That's what that is. Humble yourselves and go in the corner. Like literally go in the corner. Y'all did it to yourselves. Why are you going matching for? Too late shall be the cry. The Bible tell you that. Too late shall be the cry. You think this man, y'all read the transcript. This man know he was going to broker a drug deal. Sell out the BVI or 35 or little less than 35,000 citizens, residents, children. Divide 30,000, 35,000. Divide 500,000 by 35,000. You know how much money each one of we were getting out of that deal? $14.30. Because it's 28 point something cents. So we gonna run it up to 30. $14.30. That's what we want to Andrew Fall. Since y'all need some dollars and cents, wake y'all up. That's what each one of his citizens was worth to him. 14 and residents, $14.30. Y'all ain't believe me? Plug it in your calculator. $500,000 divided by $35. If we were even doing it for the people of the BVI, each one of us would only get $14.30. Y'all sitting down, going a match behind people who up to now can't condemn the man that has publicly embarrassed us on an international scale. They ain't come forward yet, and say we renounce the actions of Andrew Fire. We are not associated with this character. I need me to hire Olivia Pope so I could spin back to the story, or so I could accept the narrative that we found ourselves in. Is somehow I need to spin the story of what is going on. When the CEO I get called between Willock making a mockery of it, 5 grandstanding and all the rest of them grandstand because there's only about 4 or 5 of them didn't grandstand when they went in there. From I don't know, don't ask me no question, to lie, to either ask, and we sat there and watched them make a mockery of the same people who technically in control of us. I don't know what is wrong with y'all BVI. We do not have a country. We have a colony. We are a British overseas territory. That is what we are called. BOT. A British overseas territory. This is not a country. We have certain rights like a country, but we're not a country. We are a colony. We are not a country. We are a colony. The colonials are not doing anything. Anything. Because you are a colonist. You don't want to admit it to yourself, but you are. Let me remind you, if you go to jail, you will be housed at Her Majesty's prison. When you come in to the island, whether any one of the ports, you are inspected by Her Majesty's Customs. If you do business with the government of the Virgin Islands, it will be handed to you in an official envelope that says Her Majesty's Service. Which country do you guys have? Show me where I have a seat at the table at the United Nations. Where this is? Where's your desk?
Cross, hungry, miserable.
Not a desk for the other British overseas territories. A desk that says British Virgin Islands, where somebody sits and can speak on an international level in the United Nations. Where is it? Where is it? Which one of our premiers them ever went to the United Nations Convention and spoke like how me and Matley spoke for Barbados? Or Norman Ladley spoke? Y'all need to just wake up. We are not a country. This is a colony. Somehow y'all went to school and y'all still dumb as a box of rocks. Me can't get back to me feeling something this morning. Use your brain and think. My God, my God. We are not a country. We are not a country. We are a British overseas territory with certain rights like a country, and until we have a seat at the United Nations, we are not a country. We are listed as one of the territories of the United Kingdom worldwide.
Wow. Yeah, the number to call is 260-209-87. That is Kishma right there, and she's not mincing her word. As you hear her telling you, these jackass were done by the government house. So they are demonstrating. They're making a mockery of themselves and a mockery of our people. Our people are much more intelligent than this. You cannot be going down to the governor's house to march after we have the leaders signing off. Now we know why Sheep Neville Smith is sitting in the road embarrassed this morning. Now we know why Maduro Keynes is sitting in the road like a vagabond that they are. Yes, now we know why these people are going out playing the fool. You are listening to Freshradiovybz. As I said, the number to call is 260-209. We have a lot of issues that we're dealing with. The British Virgin Islands have played themselves for a fool, and now the UK have delegates or a delegation in the island doing business right now. I'm gonna give you some more of Kishma because she went around and she marched, but her own people, you know, has come against her. And we've always said that it's not about I from here or where your last name is. Them thing don't make it. Hold on, Excellency, Grand Rising. Excellency, yo. Tell him like God. Yeah, we are in a situation. Let me big up to Sheriff Nine Feathers over there in China. He just sent a link to us. We are supposed to talk, and I asked you to send back a link for me. Did you get the message? Because I don't know why my thing get mixed up. I can't find back the link for call the man.
Yeah, man. Wait, they're on the ear.
Yeah, I'm live on the air. Just send the link to me and let me do what I have to do so I can call you in a bit.
All right.
Yeah. This is what's taking place. That is straight up town right there. The areas, they're up and going. I want to say big up to all the people in Anu Farai. Big up yourself. You're in St. Thomas, and it's big. We are not going to march. I'm encouraging my people not to march. And if you want to do some form of stop the rhythm for me. If you want the UK to take serious, we have one thing for you to do. If you could get a copy of the birth paper that mark the corporation that have kidnapped you, let's go down to the governor's house with at least 5,000 to 10,000 birth paper and burn them in front of the governor's house. That will relinquish all powers that the governor have with our people. Kishma, are you there? Let's get back some vibes right here.
Go and read your history books and your geography books because it look like some of you ain't got no sense. And where are you going with this match? Back at this man that up to now renounced Andrew Farr. You got to think about the message you sending to the young people them. I had a long conversation with my 16-year-old son who happens to be a videographer. He said when he read that 19-page transcript, he thought it was a skit for the players them what he to be taping in the BVI. Andrew Farr going in jail. So if a 16-year-old could reason in his mind that Andrew Farr going in jail, why can't y'all 20-somethings, 30-somethings, 40-somethings, 50-somethings, 60-somethings, and 70-somethings? See the difference? Why y'all can't see? This is not a country. A country. First off, let me show you how stupid I is. Name the symbols on our flag. It is a blue background with a Union Jack with a vigilante. How the fuck you gonna have somebody else's flag on your flag and think you is a country? My God. Your flag have the entire British flag, the Union Jack on it, and you want to stand and say you is a country? This man sit down and make maybe if the government had even humbled under the COI and cooperated with them fully, we would have been in a better place. Your flag is a blue background, vigilante in one corner, Union Jack in the next. Where are you a country? Show me which one of what you call it, the independent countries of the world got somebody else's flag on top of their flag. Show which country sits in the United Nations have somebody else's flag as part of their flag. I want to see a wait. Why are you going matching behind these people? It is too late for matches. The time for matching is long gone. We sat too quiet and for far too long, and now we cannot match on these men. Matching at this point is so stupid it ain't funny. To see how you're talking about, I got integrity, where integrity was? Where was your integrity? Where your integrity was? Somehow you look so stupid posted wrong this fist with this the BVI. In your head, you want to know what the most retarded thing is about this fist? It got it when you're jacking it and now you're still trying to say, y'all, the UK ain't got the rights to do what it is them doing. The stupid fist, I said it wrong. I'm talking about, I loyal, I have integrity, I honest, BVI land, I care about my gun, the Union Jack on it. But you still sitting there. You still sitting there telling people them ain't got the rights here.
Greetings, guys.
Yeah. Wagwan, mama, wagwan.
You tell me you busy, you leave me Freshradi.
I didn't hear what you said a while ago.
I say you left off.
Yeah. I have some more phone call I'm putting in right now, mama.
Okay then. I love you.
I love you too. Okay. That is Sister Sharon.
Myself, and there's no better way to do it like Calypso. People asking me what I come in with sweet 50th anniversary. I tell them I ain't touching nothing political, but the bad I had to take back my chat and plan us with leaders as usual. Oh yes. Even the blind can read the content of our story about the same old issues affecting us here in VG. So I don't care who say I love run me mouth. When mouth open, so we jump out. Enough of voting body. Now saying he's sleeping more than Ralphie. Oh yeah. But the cow never know the value of it. Even the blind can read the content of our story. About the same old issues affecting us here in Fiji. So I don't care who say I love run me mouth. When mouth open, so we jump out. No for voting body. Now saying he's sleeping more than Ralphie. Oh yeah. But the cow never know the value of its tail till the butcher man chop it off. Too late shall be your cry. Now the pressure bust pipe, you realize NDP cheating affect an unwanted pregnancy. Too late shall be your cry. I miss a take the beam out your eye, or too late will always be your cry. Mama, oh,
Cross, hungry, miserable.
I feel like speaking me mind, and there's no better way to do it like true calypso. True calypso. It is our fundamental right to stand firm and fight for better progress in our society. No more must we be victimized. Wash back out your eyes, then you'll see that no matter who we put in power, as they done say, so help me God, it's the same scampish behavior. Look at the crosses that reach our elderly. They couldn't get groceries because the government or shop owners money. So I don't care who say I love run me mouth. Ain't no fabric.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I ain't care.
Enough voting body.
Hold on there,
Now saying they regret voting for him. But the cow never know the value of its day till the butcher man chop it off. Too late.
And we need as a people unite. Say no to you can rule. Say no to you can rule.
Cheating up like an unwanted pregnancy. Too late shall be your cry. I miss a take the beam out your eye. Too late will always be your cry.
Wow. Let us get inside.
And they're saying that they are.
Wow, my God. My God.
They have given over 120 million pounds to Ukraine to help them fight. And I am not saying, but that we are in the territory, you have done nothing for us. When they look at what happened, the United States government 2020 $54 million to the US.
Hold on. My God, hold on, Shireen, because we're getting some breaking news right here. There's a letter out right now where it is said that it's from the premiere. Yeah, the premiere. DJ, do not try to kill my energy this morning. Let me big up to Mrs. Evans, who is tuning in live from the gallery, and I think she has a front row lead. As I said, we have a breaking news from the office of the premier. It's coming. It says that Premier Andrew Foy has just incited his diplomatic rights as a premier. The diplomatic immunity has been pushed forward. I'm going to see if I can read it right here. It says British Virgin Islands premier and accused drug trafficker Andrew Foy has asked Florida judge to release him from custody, citing diplomatic immunity. In a notice of invocation of immunity that was filed today at federal courts in Miami, Foy hereby notice is in invocation of all rights of and to immunity under international and domestic laws as the duly elected and cited sitting head of government of the Virgin Islands, included not limited to immunity from arrest and detention, entitling him immediate and unconditional release from detention by the United States. People, we are getting it right now that the accused Andrew Foy has cited that he has diplomatic rights. Big up yourself, Willie. I'm going to come over to you in a minute. Andrew Foy has been in custody since April 28, 2022, when he was arrested at the Miami Upper Lock Executive Airport after being criminally charged with one count of conspiracy to import 5 kilograms, of course, or more of cocaine, one count of conspiracy to laundry money. You're here this morning. We are unfolding what's going on, and I want to big up all my hardworking people who are bringing the news. We are also following serious news out of Hong Kong town on the likes of Richard Curry. We don't know how serious it is going to go, but we understand that some complaints have been filed with the Corporation of Jamaica against Richard Curry. It is said that Richard Curry here, a man by the name of Mr. David Reed of Reed Media House, went to a Hong Kong town, stop the music for me, and it's our understanding that there may be a threat that was happening. It says, and threatened and requested to pay $2.5 million for his release after he was kidnapped and future safety of himself and the family. We're following this. They're saying that this was by the Hong Kong chief Curry and a group is followers, including some people, a young lady, and we have the names right here. We're going to put it out in a bit. But the lines are 260-209-8730. It is what it is. I know that Heritage was trying to get me. I wonder if he is still over there doing his morning show. We would love to get a piece. It's 12:46. He is always trying to be a part of the... We will bring the international braff, and he may be still out there. The phone lines, as I said before, is 260-209-8730. Let's get back in the fields of the British Virgin Islands.
Who put this country in this crisis? Who put this country in this crisis? You could fool some of the people some of the time.
Hold on. I think we have breaking news. We have Madam Patsy Lake. My God, the lady who spoke about leaving the sore foot.
You know,
my God.
I know.
Hold on.
You know, I know. The really good teacher.
Really good. But the cookie missing. The jar leaking, but the cookie missing. VIP stole the cookie from the cookie jar. Yes, you couldn't be. NDP stole the cookie for the cookie jar. Yes, you. Then what they do is pointing fingers. Pointing fingers. Nobody wants to take the blame, but they're pointing fingers. Pointing fingers. Everybody pointing fingers. Nobody wants to take the blame, but they're pointing fingers. Number one stolen cookie from the cookie jar. Yes, you. Then who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? Oh Lord. Yes, you couldn't be. Yes, Willie, as you say them sabotaging. If you can't hear me, you just go online, listen and watch. All you do is pointing fingers. Hold on, I think, madam. Stop the rhythm for me. Stop the rhythm. Stop the rhythm. I think. Oh Lord, this is Madam Patsy. You know that? Hold on. You know that? Fighting finger, everybody fighting.
Against Wickham Street. It was just a handful. And everybody kept saying, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but quite a few kept saying, where are they going? What are they doing? They don't get through. But as the people began to learn about the truth, and this is what is important, the truth. So I am here to ask you all this morning, while some may think that the representation that has come out this morning is not enough to represent 30,000 persons, let me tell you,
wow.
This is only a small representation because the organizers didn't have enough time.
Lie. Utter rubbish.
They had time to plan for us. Yes. And let me tell you what is happening now has nothing to do with the arrest of the premier. This is a long time plan. I remember when years ago we came and had a truck somewhere when NDP was in power, and they were starting with our financial services. That is only a tip of the iceberg. The whole plan was for a long time plan to come with what they have come with now about the suspension of our constitution. And I am asking you all, stand up. Let us get the organizers.
We don't Madam Patsy. Yeah, we can't cut Patsy. Patsy, your time up. This is Madam Patsy Lake who told us the last time to leave the sore foot alone, Gadites. We can solve our own problem. Only to go back, and she's on all of the board them. She's on the airport board. She's on the trust. She's on so much board right now. Poor Miss Patsy Lake don't have time to run our one-stop mall anymore. But talking about one-stop mall, Canada is in the building. Our chief of arms here, Grand Rising, Sir Willie. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing?
Grand Rising, no one that's not here, you're right. Because me here, like you said, something like, I don't know if it's a figure of speech or it's real.
Yeah.
That if them have some shit over there, with men with gun and thing. Was I hearing correct or what?
You're echoing a lot, you know. I know that you're good at on your earpiece and all, Willie, but I need to hear what you are saying. What you were saying.
No, did you hear my question?
No, I never hear that question, sir. What was that question?
All right, I'm wondering if you're just using a figure of speech or is it real? Because you said something like there were ship outside the BVI and the coast with men with gun and things like that. Was I hearing right or what is it?
Yes, it's 2022 and the UK has pulled one of the most draconian measures. The British Virgin has been following the story. The Premier is incarcerated as we speak because he has been held on drugs charges and he's also facing money laundering charges. There's an heated demonstration going on that you see on the screen. That is Madam Patsy Lake, one of the big fish inside the country. How it all spent is the UK after the hurricane. You know, the people called in and said that the government was corrupt and they wanted some transparency. The UK sent in a commission of inquiry and they found out that the government was actually ripping off the crown. Now, you know, nobody, as much as these politician boy and girl love going like say them are done. You know, when they come on to the queen money, the queen don't ramp willy. If it's a nickel, she want it. So what has happened now, all of the ministers in the British Virgin Islands have been found guilty like Turks and Caicos. And the Crown said the only way to resolve this, Willie, is to rule the territory directly from the UK. And they're calling it a land grab. So you have people demonstrating and the Crown has sent out 2 battleships in the area. So if any one of these house people want to act like they're bad, they're sending the troops. Yes.
In these modern days, so that them are going away.
That is all.
I wonder if it's a setup. I wonder if it's a set up, the brother.
Listen me, everything is a setup, but them say greedy choke puppy too, you know. Yeah, a lot of them leaders are them greedy. That's why your boy Justin Trudeau over there doing the pants. Cause we having we're holding all these leaders accountable. So you figure more or less it's a setup. Are you saying that the British would be so unscrupulous to set up world leaders? Come on, man. That's out of a James Bond movie.
What you talking about, brethren? You know, so them man, them always do a problem reaction solution, you know. So them when they want to do make any move.
Yeah.
They will bomb the whole of New York and say, oh, it's terrorists from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Jesus.
Instead of invade Saudi Arabia, they end up in Iraq.
Yeah. It's really, have you ever lived on any one of these overseas territory? Have you ever spent time vacation or anything in these overseas territory?
Bahamas, I've been to the Bahamas for a couple months.
You've spoken with locals when they get off the ship, right? You didn't just go straight from ship to hotel. You did stop and have a drink and so forth. You did, right?
Well, yeah, I didn't stay at a hotel. I stay at a home.
Oh, Jesus. Anybody did cuss you out and tell you ain't fan here? Where your last name be?
Oh, man. Let me tell you something.
Yes!
When I went to try it, and after them discuss, you know, they greet you nice, and then when they hear your accent and you say, I'm from Jamaica.
Jesus.
Everything changed.
Oh, Lord.
Everything changed.
Oh, Jesus.
I was about in my mind more as you asked me more than anything else when I went there. So they're very, very, some of these same little islands. Yeah, that's how they behave.
Yeah, so why I asked that question is I have lived among these people. And the reason why the British Virgin Islands have reached this crossroad is you know that you never know racism until you live amongst your own people. Because them say the Caucasian people them wicked and them do all kind of thing, and I agree with them. But some of our brothers and sisters have learned the art of wickedness from the Caucasian and have mastered it. They have mastered it, Willie. Some of these, I remember the first time I went to the BVI, it was a brilliant place. There was people living in the BVI who would have opened their doors. They would have feed you. They would look at you as one of their struggling brothers. But I have seen the evilness evolving from some of this island, where after we experienced a hurricane in 2017, and everybody lost what they had, what little position we had. These people put out the people them who's not from the British Virgin Islands, send them home. Don't give them no compensation. I have been here 3.5 years and not one of these politicians has taken up a phone and call and say, Mr. Peart, you have contributed 17 long years to our country economically and otherwise. Let us find out. None of these people. And the UK has seen that video. You see the oppressors, the Caucasian, they observe how we treat each other. And then they measure how we treat each other, how to treat us. And that is what happening in the British Virgin Islands this morning. The Caucasian have seen that.
Yeah, and came in a lot of the small countries, that's how they behave. It's true.
All the overseas, most of the overseas territories who are spending US dollars or have a better currency than the rest of the islands them. They disrespect the people. You know what? Hey, you know what they call our brothers and sisters who come from St. Vincent or Trinidad or Barbados? You know what they call them? Dung Island people. Oh, you Dung Island. They look. These are the bossy slaves who live in the house of the slave master and don't realize that they also is a slave in the eyes of the slave master. But they kiss the slave master ass so much. And now the slave master see how good of a kiss ass they are. They're shitting in their mouth publicly. In 2022, it's atrocious that our ancestors are witnessing the island being taken away by the British Empire, and it's because of our own brothers and sisters why we're losing it.
Wow.
It's atrocious.
But it's atrocious.
Yes, it is, man. It is.
Yeah, man, it is. But you see, as you're right, let's say they get those behavior, they learn it from the oppressors and they start oppressing their own, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes you don't feel sorry for them when them meet them Waterloo, you know?
Yeah.
I say everybody ever meet them Waterloo and they say Ukraine when them used to sell out the Jews them back in the day, you know. So now them have meet for them Waterloo from Russia.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? We have, hold on there, Willie. We have Anu Farai who is asking about the immunity that the Premier has asked for. As you're listening this morning, the Premier of the British Virgin Islands is incarcerated. He has just said that he wants to enact his immunity, and as a brother who is running a territory, I think he does have some diplomatic immunity. But what I want to explain to our listeners, stop the rhythm, is that the only way you can get diplomacy is when it is actually a thing that you have. The crown has stripped the Premier of any diplomatic powers because he admitted that he robbed Her Majesty's registrar. So that is going to be a buckle. And I know our brother all over the islands are very much up in arms. But I'm saying this. We as a people, it's not that we love Caucasian more than ourselves. We will never, ever, ever, ever do that. But within our people, we have to fix ourselves. If we have crooked brothers and sisters in leadership position that is representing us, and they are criminally harvesting money, not taking care of the people, we don't need the UK to tell us to get rid of these culprits. We don't need the UK to tell us. But because over the years, when our brothers and sisters do the robbery and come and give us $1 out of the robbery money or a $2 out of the robbery money, we turn a blind eye. And now the brother who is the bad apple has been caught. The UK is saying that if you had handed him over or disciplined your brother, we wouldn't have to play Captain Save-A-Ho. Now the British now is saying that because of good governance, Willie, we should be happy Because the Britain haven't paid for the cane cutting ears, the cotton picking ears neither. They haven't even apologized for these atrocious wickedness that they have done. But because our brothers and sisters have mastered the wickedness upon our people that they have learned from the oppressors, the British look like their Captain Saver. How, Willie, like they can take over the government and run it better than our government? How that happen, Willie? How did that happen?
But that's why I keep on telling you, it's all a figurehead thing going on when we have our prime ministers and the leaders. They are the true rulers. No, the monarchy, man. Them are just figure, them people that are just figureheads. Can see them a come now. It's like them a come back to what is theirs. Yes. So then they just set puppets. Yeah, they just set up some puppets to make them look like them rule, but none of them really rule.
Yeah, they set up the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers are the politicians who protect the property, the stolen property, the captured land that the Queen is claiming to own. And that's why I said, continue.
No, man, I say exactly what is happening, because all over, you see, all over, it don't matter which country, you see the real people them that's ruling the world. It's not who you think it's not the one who are visible. Yeah, it's not the visible. Those are just figureheads. Those are ceremonial people. The real beast is behind the scene. Although them have come out one by one now, like you see them. You see since the pandemic, the unelected people, and them are come and give order now.
Yes. You
know, Clash Schwab and them big man there. Did we elect them? When did we those people from the World Economic Forum and the medical place, what you call it, the World Health Organization? When did we elect them? But them are dictator and shut down the country and do what they do. So all along it's a game.
Yes, Dr. Fauci was not elected by anybody. Yet still he can't tell him. Who voted for Bill Gates? Nobody voted for Bill Gates, but he's there. Hold a second, Willie. I think we have our chief of arms right here, Maroons, inside the building, and of course we're monitoring everything on planet Earth. We know exactly what's going on. The British better know that it's not gonna be no easy fight, Let me say, Grand Rising, Maroon Chief.
Peace and love.
Yeah.
Amen.
Are you on Anura, Are you available for a bit of speculation? Because we have a situation unfolding right here.
Is that possible? Just give me the updates of the situation, then I just get in on the situation.
Will it mute your phone while I talk to them? So we are smack dab in the British Virgin Islands at this time in the year of our Lord 2022, the 2nd of May Day, and we see where the UK, aka the British Empire, is still in a land grab situation with the British Virgin Islands. They have just told them over the weekend to suspend their constitution, which is so uncivilized because the British don't have a constitution, and they also want them to dissolve the House of Assembly. Direct rule from the UK minister. Give me your take. Is that an approach that we can understand in 2022? Is this legal or? Is this legal?
Well, everything that the Crown has been doing as a fake Crown, they have always been illegal. What you're looking at is a team of bullies that have been bullying. They don't own nothing. They don't control the copyrights or intellectual property of nothing on this planet. The only thing they do is set up their bully, copyright, and intellectual property office to stamp their name on everything that they think we own as indigenous people all over. I'll tell you this. When you look at the families, like my families who are part of the network, and not only just the Marcus Garvey side, but the John Hanson side, which was one of the chairman sitting on the Intercontinental Congress long before the Leagues of Nations and these other nation structures of global monitoring system. which we control the banking system, the postal service, and the Navy system. Especially with the Maroons, who are indigenous to the Olmec race and the Mayan and the Aztec race and the Atlantis and the Sumerian, the ancient Egypt, Tamare. We own the rights to these things. They cannot be royal unless they have raped or married or integrate into our genealogy. So technically, Queen Elizabeth's mother side of family raped like vampires, integrate through whatever means they had, and today they're even doing body part selling too. So technically, all of these things are breach of universal laws and order. So our people need to understand these higher law codes that goes under the international courts. There are more than one courts. People think it's just one court system out there. There are many courts out there that are international. You have at least 2 tribunal courts. You have courts that are within the EU, United Federal US Postal Code system. You have courts within the Navy, NIS system, Coast Guard system. You have all kind of courts, and until all of these courts combine together, you get that grand universal, or what we call intergalactic law system on this planet. They are in breach of everything there is. They are in illegal breach, and on top of it, they also created their own treaties. How stupid can you be? You breach the gene code, and now you breach the treaty that you set up between us. No.
Hold it, Maroon, Chief, hold it right here. His Excellency Daniel Z. Basra, it has a few moments we could get some legal overstanding as to what's going on. Excellency, I know that you're busy and you have several things on your desk. We know that. But from last week, I've been trying to put across some of these concerns on your desk. The land grab that is happening right now in the British Virgin Islands by the UK. It is something that you cannot ignore, Excellency, because this is happening in 2022, where the UK, as the minister just pointed out a while ago, is using its fraudulent apparatus to enslave the Maroons in these Atlantis Islands. What's your take on this land grab here within the US, the British Virgin Islands, by the British, saying that they need better governance? The leaders are all criminal.
Well, I wouldn't even call it a land grab, because they already own the land, because the fact that you had British Virgin Islands, it states that it's already land that they have grabbed it. The fact that it says British Virgin Islands, that makes the issue of a land grab. Land grab, them already don't have it. What you're talking about is to want to return the people back down into as subjects of the crown. The fact of the matter is that the people are it's not fraudulent in as much as the people have signed themselves over to it. Everybody gave their child a birth certificate. It has to do with status, and once you accept that status, it's like vampire. In all the Dracula movies we watched as a child, remember they says that the vampire cannot come into your house until you invite him in. Yes. And that is essential to understand. Wow. That means since it's your era, your only option as a people right now, meaning if all the Caribbean people file their claim of right and stop using that birth certificate, as a matter of fact, this is what's scary. International laws, as long as you do business in another man's name, you have dishonored your ancestors, and nobody needs to honor you. So, all the Browns and the Gordons and the Joneses and all of that automatically places you in a state of dishonor. I better you just, if you name Jones, go and find because you must be culturally identifiable, go and find an African name started with J and use that. Use Jangawara Wanga. It makes more sense than to say you're Mr. Jones. Because once you say you're Mr. Jones, you are, as they would say in court, that says plaintiff in error. You're in error. You just dishonor your ancestors. Nobody needs to honor you. Even if they rob you and overcharge you for mortgage, all of that, there's no karma. Because based on universal law, you are first in error by dishonoring your ancestors.
Yes. Yo.
So you have to remove yourself from the status of being Mr. Jones, Mr. Gordon, all those names. You have to literally get rid of those names. It is a totality that's coming forward, If you want to be free yourself, you have to free all aspects of yourself. you can no longer identify with their names. You're dishonoring your ancestors.
I want to say that this all sprung from the British Virgin Islands ministers. They are in possession of one of the territory's most precious commodity. The offshore banking institution have been very lucrative, and the British is saying that they need the books because in those books is 30 billion Russian dollars that they want to know the names of these oligarchs. And the people of the BVI has always prided themselves in having this so-called US dollar to spend, you know. And
so then you go tell them to say, before you do that,
yes,
we will do so when you apply the same understanding to Switzerland, Liechtenstein, and the other.
No. The British is saying that because they have captured the land, and the Queen said that her mother gave her the British Virgin Islands as a gift. How can you get stolen property as a gift, Excellency? I want you to explain
that. Yeah, that's easy. I can feel your... No, stop making it look impossible, Gathers. I can feel training to my son. It doesn't. The fact that I've given it to... Yeah, she got it from... You can't blame her if that's what she's saying.
Even though I have my name tag on that chain, Excellency?
No, but it's like name tag is a British name. What you just said.
Oh, Jesus. So,
you understand the quandary that the people... This is why all the issues come back down to reclamation of your true status. You cannot be using even their name and their documents. That means this has to be a total revolution of understanding that we are aware, and since we are aware, you can no longer subject me to this. How would you pretend would I have gotten the name Barnes or Jones or Gordon? You have to reject it. As opposed to you go to British Virgin Islands now, somebody can say, "Oh, I'm a Gordon, you know, I'm a Gordon."
Yeah.
Like as if it's an achievement.
These islands. One of these fellas would ask you, you know what last name is? I had to back up one of these educated jackass a couple of years ago because he came into an establishment and said, "Daddy, I from here, so I go in next." I was like, "You're from here, planet Earth, and you want me to look about your next?" That's what you're saying. But there's a pride.
No, but
go on.
No, it's an issue now. Here's what people don't seem to understand. It is said that we have surnames, right?
Yes.
I don't have no surname. I am a Maroon. My family was never on the plantation. We never had a sir. To have a surname, it means that you have a sir.
Who
was your sir?
Oh, Jesus.
Who was your sir? When them stop them say, "Who is your sir?" I your sir's name.
Your boss.
Mr. Jones, Scott. Oh, so them say, "Come here, you're Tony Jones." No, since your surname Jones, we're gonna give you your sir's name.
But hold it right there. Minister Michael and Willie, you are there. We have covered certain gap. Now there's an ignorancy inside of our Atlantis community. The overseas territory, I've lived in the Cayman Islands, I've lived in the British Virgin Islands, I've traveled to St. Vincent and Trinidad and Barbados. Our people are taking these name tags as if it is a life and death, where you will find people say, "I don't like this Excellency because he's a Jamaican." And the reason why they don't like His Excellency or Maroon Chief Michael or Willie is because Bob Marley come from Jamaica and them going like Bob Marley are the man. Usain Bolt. So there's a Willie Lynch recipe that is inside there that the British can use and access at any given time. And I believe they have access it this time in 2022 where they're taking back the territory. Somebody wanted to say something? Willie, you were saying something?
I am just saying, boy, I love what the brother just said. I don't know the sir. Call nobody, sir. And then say that's your last name until we change your name. But he's on point. Because when you think about it, there is everything have some kind of hidden meaning. And I didn't mention that. And he also mentioned something that I was just saying to myself. When you talk about land grab, you're in error. They're not land grabbing. They cost. You don't know that the crown own the land. Why do you think you have to pay taxes?
When will this fraud continue?
Wait, does British Virgin Islands have a constitution?
The crown who don't have one gave one to them. And
no, I didn't. I said it's a yes or no question.
Yes, sir. My lord, they do have.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, in the hierarchy of laws, it shows that constitutions are created by sovereigns, only by sovereigns, to govern corporations that they have created. So the Constitution of British Virgin Island was created by the sovereign to govern the constitution, to govern the corporation called the British Virgin Islands that she created. That's all it is.
Jesus, peace. Wow, we're in a quagmire. We're in a quagmire right here, are we?
No, we are not. The fact that we're having discussions means we're lifting out of it. Stop it.
Yo, Michael, continue. Continue. Yo,
yeah, true.
The scene.
I'm here.
Me telling you, all right, already in God's eye, it's revelation time.
Yeah.
Everything will come out. Everything will unveil. It's the unveiling. What was hidden? From the wide and old, it's revealed to the babe and the suckling. Everybody understand knowledge is pervasive. It's there. And it's time to take action when we learn these things, eh?
Yeah, man.
Remember,
yes.
I have to be honest, my brothers.
Yes, sir.
In pursuit and the pathway to the acquisition of this clarity, this is what, for example, these are understandings that 33rd degree Masons and higher have. You understand, up to 96 or 180 degree Masons have.
Yeah.
These are honorary degrees. And these are the men that run all your society. So there are people, the pathway to be demanded. As much as I may pout aggressively now and fearlessly, it is only because of that understanding. And the pathway to the understanding, when I spoke to these terrors, I didn't even put bass in my voice. It was a whole different character that they encountered,
Yes.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing? Can I see Mr. Jones, please? No problem. All right, I will sit here and calmly. It's a very different person I had to present them with. It's a treacherous pathway because they didn't know what you were going to do. They saw the potential. They have asked me to join their Masonic order from I was a child.
Yes, sir.
So that would have put me in oath under their control. You understand? And we have to acknowledge this mechanism has been, because all we there are talking, the Masonic Brotherhood in our Virgin Islands, is still sworn because the Queen is the patron of the Masonic order from the Grand Temple in Earl's Court in London.
Yeah.
That from which all Masonic lodges get them charter around the world. Her husband, her late husband was the global Grand Master.
Yep.
You understand me? Her son Charles is now the Grand Master globally.
Yep.
And that means that the people who you're claimed to be fighting for right here in Virgin Islands, you have to factor in these Masons, and then attempt to ignore them is sealing your state into perdition.
Yes.
God's eye.
Yes, sir.
The brother, reiterate what he said.
Nah, you're good enough. The man must check with him. Nah, you're good enough, Willie.
Me say, I want him regurgitate what him just said about the Constitution.
Oh. Excellency. Your time.
Constitutions, in the hierarchy of laws, constitutions are created by sovereigns to govern corporations that they have created. So the Constitution of Virgin Island was created by the sovereign crown to govern the corporation it created called the state of the British Virgin Islands. That's a company.
Hold that thought. Let me bring in a bit of honey in the flock. Bird's Eye, Grand Rising, how you doing? You're among kings and queens right now. Strong Lion, what you doing? Bahamas in the building.
Bless up everybody. Thanks for life, man.
Bird's Eye.
Yeah, man. I. There.
Yeah, one up.
Your Highness.
Blessed love King. Blessed love King. Blessed.
Your most serene, benevolent Highness. Thank you for blessing my morning.
Yes,
His Excellency, you are most welcome.
Right. You know, as much as I'm trying to be a spiritually uplifting man, I must admit that the temptation comes that I must go and check the goods man, because I would want to have you serve me some breakfast. I mean, I'm becoming most colloquial right now. Just that high. No, I envy even the birds them that live around you.
Oh, bird's eye? Bird's eye, you think you're easy? That's the situation we are. Let me pick up Michelle while I'm at it, because she has just come on board, so she's having some lunch. So I want to go.
What kind of blessing we get? Michelle is on the line?
Yeah, she's not on the line. She's in the chat room with me. She's having lunch. You look like Michelle. You can hear her upstairs.
Yeah, man. Everybody live, man.
Yeah, you ate up the queens, man.
Yes.
More blessing, Queen Michelle. How you doing?
Yes.
Buzzer sends unapologetic, uncompromising, unconditional love.
Yes.
This is the reason I'm living good enough, Gadites.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm trying to live good. Because this place that they tell us about heaven, I need to get there, Because
Raz, where I
no, we ain't no heaven at them. No, I said the heaven. I want to go there because as them let me in, I gotta look on this man with them claims and him gotta ask him, says, seriously, boss, you don't expect me if I have one day woman after you met them say good?
You understand? You come from your mother heavens, you won't go back again to some other woman heavens now.
And that alone, I want to take on this brother named God for with this foolish plan, They're gonna make so much greatness and tell me if I have one day one. I want to take him on, but he have to go throw me out when I'm done with him. But I want to go for take him on and then he can throw me out. That I have to get this off of my chest, man.
All right, I'm going back. I'm going back to heaven tonight. When I go back to heaven tonight, I'll ask that request for you, Daniel. Hello, heaven. I mean, hello, bird's eye. Sorry. Bye-bye. Hello, bird's eye. Sorry.
We must unapologetically always
only love.
We don't know because we must have a reason to fight for her. This is the reason to fight.
Yes, I'm willing. I'm willing to fight. I am fighting. Yeah.
This is why we will fight this, because where we're there right now, with the support of the queens, and the awareness that we have no excuse to fix this. Right. We have no excuse not to fix this.
But I can remember.
Like we say, we have to come. The items say a class, but listen what we need. I think we need to put together an education program. As I gave my brothers and sisters, I gave you the redemption manual. Don't spread it, study it first.
Yes, sir.
First rule is to know it, that you must can reel off to articulate the understandings and the clarity without having to consult it. Then you can ready to teach it. In the meantime, we need to put together, going through it, and put together an education program and do the videos. And then we can create a website. You go through stage 1 before you can access stage 2. You understand me? But we must put an education program in place. Because that's the key.
That's for the mental exercise, brother.
You understand? But we are in a serious state because you can no longer be doing business in the man's name. You have dishonored your ancestor. That is why when they overcharge us and rob us, that's why no karma don't reach them. Because you present that, you go to the bank with a document named Mr. Garden. So right away, you dishonored your ancestor. The bank can rob you and no karma take them because you already are in dishonor. You disrespect your ancestor by doing business in a stranger's name.
Yes. Yeah. We're at a very serious crossroad. I remember when South Africa was manipulating on a larger scale. It was the female, it was the mothers and the children who forced our brothers to actually get behind these ammo. Because when you witness your woman and your child don't have anything to eat, you cannot protect or provide for them, then you realize that there is something to live for. I think our people, especially our males, they have purposely broken. They've broken them. They have tried to break them and keep them.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And by
so here's the game that we want. Here's how you turn over the table. You must understand.
Yes.
If all this is since I'm talking about Republic, all the islands need to simultaneously understand why it is important. Right now, the British Virgin Islands, the people of that island are doing business as a company called the State of the British Virgin Islands, owned by the British Crown. And the wealth and everything, the taxes, everything is all the debt of the country, everything is financed by the people of the country. However, it is simple business practice that if I'm a shareholder, because none of the people of the island are shareholders of the company called the State of British Virgin Islands.
None.
The debt of the company called the State of the British Virgin Islands really is the purvey of the shareholders, which is the British Crown and members of the House of Lords and members of the Order of the Knights of the Temple. Right? They are the people. So if British Virgin Islands stop doing business as the State of British Virgin Islands and starts doing international business as the independent Republic of the Virgin Islands, all the debt owed by the State of the Virgin Islands becomes the British Crown on the shareholders, you know.
Yeah, but I want to...
It's not your debt.
I want to point out...
Everybody start from zero, you know. And we do this all across the Commonwealth, you know. And watch the crown crumble, you know.
Yes.
Because we are not the shareholders of that company. So if we, the people, decide so we stop the business of that company, is the man who owns that company have to pay the debt? This the man whoever is the shareholders of the state of Jamaica owns is the person who will have to pay all the millions of dollars that the state of Jamaica.
I could say some place, Excellency, pardon and love.
Yes, sir.
Right. I see where there's one of the brothers that went to Africa with Ras Papa, the one who got crowned king along with the Queen.
Yeah.
I see him, brother Marcus. He did a show on Copper Podcast, Militant Voices, and he was talking about the roles. My last name is a role, right, from the British, right? That's the Babylon crown name, right? So what our ancestors on the land did, right? They get their freedom. John Lord Roll in England would never came on the plantation. They sabotaged the business from the inland. So he lose his business and they pay him for his business, and the people end up getting the land and the name. So what the brother talking about right here, the brother with Marcus was saying I think the brother who started the revolution, that's by simply corrupting the business aspect, like the way that Excellency explaining. Actually, the business flopped, right? He didn't make no money because every time they were supposed to do certain amount of I think it was salt or cane, if I remember correctly, and then they never fulfilled the manifest. They always coming short on purpose until the business flopped, and then they say, man, look here, man, your business saying this or whatever, and then they actually pay him, and he give up the plantation, and my ancestors end up inhabiting that. That was in Exuma all the way from Exuma to Andros. You see, you understand? Because if you go in Exuma, we got a statue in Exuma in the Bahamas with this Lord Roll. So this is the first time I hear this story. But now I listen to Excellency right now, and what the Excellency saying make a lot of sense, because actually this ancestor, one of my ancestors, which is the Roll, he actually did that revolt and did that same thing what he's speaking of right now, and actually flapped that slave master. So John Rowley, he never get nothing off the plantation. He never get no money, and he never get nothing. That's a concept that he went into, and nothing came out of it.
Hold on. I want to say something, because a lot of people hearing him say John Rowley, but the oppressors, they're so illiterate. They call him, when we're doing John Kuno, is actually John Rowley, because he was one of the great adversary when it comes on to the oppressors. He beat them badly. So what they've done is allow us to fear the name of John Rowley and call it John Kuno. That's why you see we're dressing up with the horse head and all these things. That has nothing to do. This was the role of this gorilla named John Coley, who the Maroons who came in the Bahamas first, because this is where I'm trying to get Nanama.
Okay.
Zine,
My gosh.
we came to the
My
Bahamas.
God.
We were living in the Atlantis Isle of that Bahamas long before colonizers come. So John Coley, we need to do the history with this brother because he is very significant in St. Kitts, in Bahamas, in Jamaica. He's very, very famous, but we don't know the story of this great warrior.
Okay.
That's
wow.
The John Kuno is not a frightening thing like where them have tell people John Kuno have nothing to do with fright. It's a guerrilla warfare.
Yes, it has to do with fright. No, it has to do, but it has to do with the slave master's fright. Do not negate.
No. When I say fright, I mean in that sense.
Yes, it has to do with fright. Just clear it up. Say it has to do with fear.
Yes. But I was mentioning something even yesterday, Excellency, about our national dish, the ackee, where a lot of people see Jamaica and said ackee is our national, and they don't know that for every ackee tree there's a hog pen right there because our slave masters love the hog skin and the ackee, you know. It's not saltfish they did love, you know. It's a whole different story with this ackee. Ackee is our liberated fruit, you know. It liberated us from a lot of trials and tribulation. The next morning after breakfast is served, we were freed. The capturers were free. Because these ackee done their job, and this is a part of our guerrilla warfare where our people don't know what they have, because we can't lose this battle, you know. There is no way, shape, or form we can ever lose the victory. We are the Khalifa. We know every single herb in the field with name, you know. These are
but you know, understand.
Yes, sir.
Knowing it is one thing, because I can be here thirsty. And I know that I have sugar, I have water, and I have a lime tree around the front. But until I actively take action, go and get that lime off the tree, get a jug, throw the water in it, throw the sugar in there, and squeeze out the lime and mix it, then I will not have lemonade.
Yeah.
So we have to step. You see, we have to step past knowing. You see, they said there are three kinds of men. They're the thinker, the knower, and the doer. Lots of people think about the thing, then there are those who are a bit more assertive and step forward to actually know about the thing. The medal and the victory, however, always goes to the man who does the thing. So we need to step beyond knowing now and put that knowledge into concrete action.
So we can't but any of you make it.
We can't know. We could have known so that girl that want to give me some sex till my week until me step to her and say, baby, come here now. It's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. Those who make things happen, those who hear what happens, and those who know what happened. We're making it happen here on Freshradiovybz. There's a lot of things, Excellency. We have so much things on the table that have to be dealt with. But in the meantime,
no, we don't have many things on the table. That's where we need to get out of.
One thing.
We have one thing on the table, and that is because there is a process. So if I'm going into a car, right, and I'm going to drive a car from Kingston to St. Thomas, there's the first thing I must do is to open the car door, and then secondly I will sit down. It's one thing at a time. Then I will put in the key. Then I will turn the key. There's a process.
A process.
Even to get it to St. Thomas, I have to first go and open the car door. Then I sit down. Then I put in the key. Then I turn the key. Sit down. The whole process of action. Follow that process of action in the required, desired, recommended sequence, we will get to St. Thomas. So we have to. So our process begins with removing yourself from under the slave master jurisdiction. It's called reclamation of your status.
Yeah.
Because as it is now, all of who are talking are citizens. You're still illegal.
Not me. I'm not a citizen, Raj. I'm not a citizen.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not. I have some credentials here that does not have anything to do with the
Have
crown?
Have you negated the contracts? Because listen, all law is contracts, and you entered into contracts with the
I
states.
did not enter it. My parents did.
No, you did. No, you took out driver's license. All of these. Listen, this is what the driver's license is called. It's called an adhesion contract. From where you get from the word adhesive. There are things sticking to it.
Yeah.
So the driver's license application is one sheet of paper, right? But when you have signed and filled it, they take that one sheet of paper and go around the back, and it is stuck to, as in adhesion, 45 other pages that you never know. Say that one signature say you signed to, you know.
Yep.
The word application in law means when you apply, means to beg, to plead, and to be willing to give up whatever you must give up to get the thing that you want. That means you have contractually agreed that I will give up my rights and my humanity status because I want this piece of paper from you to be able to function in your system. So you have entered, you have to renege and send and take back all those contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, they can hold you to it. Because that's law and you can't go around it. Signed, you know, never them. So you have to say, listen, all right, I signed this. And then I write a letter and say, listen, I realize you didn't make me sign to something. Never go so. So right now, I reclaim back all my rights and now we have none. Quick. And then that frees you. It is by process. It's due process.
Mm-hmm.
So the process begins with us reclaiming our status as sovereign beings and removing ourselves from being creatures and subjects of the
that's
crown.
a serious why, but you say, you know, Elder Excellency, because all the while you talking, I'm thinking about the hoodie. I'm thinking about the pen with the feather. The pen with the feather.
I am a Tehuti. I'm an Elegua and a Yoruba. I'm initiated in the craft of Amun Ra on the land of Egypt in the Egypt, between the foot of the Sphinx, where we were raised by the true lion's paw to a living perpendicular. So we are Tehuti. We are by birth a Tehuti. We are the pen and paper man.
Every man must have their feather. Every man must have their feather.
We are a pen and paper man. Then that's how it come, man, at a higher wisdom that functioning on a physical plane. You understand me? So you have to do that. Because this is where it goes, you know. Because one says, if you sign that contract, the universe are going to hold you to it, you know, brother. And the man just become absolved of anything you do, because whether or not you know you sign to it. Because the error becomes yours, because if you never fully understand where you sign for, you never ask for your explanation.
See.
So you're operating on an arrogance. All of us, you know, operating on an arrogance that we understood the system. Yes, I have to get to apply for this, and I have to get a passport. I will sign on an assumptive understanding of the thing. I will never humble myself and say, you know, so I don't really understand this. But you wouldn't think that the passport and the driver's license and the rary and the bank loan was more important than understanding.
Yes.
We went blindly.
Yeah.
And we have to actually acknowledge that to ourselves, because that is the truth. And when that truth is that truth, that becomes the process of setting you free. Literally. Because the universe acknowledges that you have now acknowledged that truth and responds to you accordingly and send the liberation, clarity, and understanding right to you. You run up in somebody while you go buy food. As long as you acknowledge that, the greatest power is caring. You must care enough. The greatest power is not love, but care.
This is very important.
Yeah. That is His Excellency, and he's inside the classroom. Bird's Eye is taking notes. We see that Maroon Michael, he also is in his books. Willie has totally have about 5 books in front of him, and Strong Lion, as usual, is definitely soaking it up. Willie, in Canada, are you getting more knowledgeable from these things? Because we are moving to the action part. We have to be action. All action now.
Yeah, I am sitting at you guys' feet, and I'm learning more and more every day, my brother.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes. Michael, Maroon Michael, how are you doing? You're multitasking or what?
Yes, I'm doing a lot of things, but I always enjoy listening to Buzz Ross, you know.
Yeah, man.
He's the Dranko, intelligent, the Maroon, you understand?
Yes.
So we know about the Dranko. The Dranko is the high-flying one, the vulture that protects the family.
Yes.
At high. So I always admire listening to him. I don't disturb him when he's talking, brother. You understand? I just love listening to his eloquence, delivery.
Yes,
you understand? He's a Tahuti, and he's right. We're all Tahuti. You understand?
We lose simple basic understandings, right? As a people. When you had a child, you would start to observe your children, and you would recognize that you know that your firstborn son, who comes with verbal articulation, is naturally one of your next leaders. Because what must he have to lead the people? Where am I going to lead them if he can't articulate the position to them? We, however, now, I try to tell that pick the same chat too much rather than nurture it.
True. Real talk.
I love that.
You never recognize it. See your brains box that will come. Yes. Because it must come with the gift of articulation. How Martin Luther did that. How Malcolm X did that. How Haile Selassie did that. It is the first sign of who come for be a defenders, you know. The first sign of who come to be a defenders is the ancestors by virtue of that being born within him, you know.
That's right.
But if it's, you don't know that, say, yo, so that one there, you have 6 people there, so one who he always comes and he says, Daddy, why is it that I must go to bed at 7 o'clock? And he might ask you some blow-up question and you say, where the picnic I come from? That's your leader.
Yep.
That's strong right now, Nagasi.
Yeah, but
the rest of them just gone on them bed. The rest of them just go on them bed and ask no question. That's a thinker. He thought in order to ask your question, it means he went through a thought process.
Your Excellency, not cutting the eye, just building alongside of the guard, you know. Listen, man, my youth yesterday just get a job and we just get a keyboard, right? Put it alongside of the piano, right? So he say, you know what? He say, man, I like that Michael Myers beat, man. The Michael Myers, no. This man trying to play the Michael Myers on the piano. He only 8 years, that's what. By the smoke he tried yesterday, and by the day he almost getting it. And he say he was gonna do it. He say, man, I want to play that. And he go on and he listen to it, and man, you would almost finish playing it right now. And this he's a Virgo, you see? Yes, and trust me, that's like that. He's asked a million questions.
I am a Virgo. I'm born the 12th of September. We were conceived in December at the birth of the sun.
Okay. He articulates same way, man. Yo, let's break down.
I am Virgo too, you know.
No. Virgo leaders. Your Virgo is your Tehuti. Listen. Your Virgo is your Tehuti. Your Virgo is your Tehuti. Him love book till it look bad.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're an introvert. I was born an introvert. I only became this person that you know. So when I reached University at the West Indies, you know, and since college, I come try and give me chat about Rasta, you know, and I had to come out of myself with all the knowledge in myself and articulate it to them to defend Rasta. I said to them, I said, if you are the brightest, them can find. When Rasta come, no better run. Yeah. And that brought it out of me. But your Virgo is going to be a thinker. We have to understand the so-called 12 tribes of Israel are all what you call character archetypes. Listen to me again. They are what? Character archetypes.
Character architects.
So I may have been born natally a Virgo, but I also understand that there are certain situations where they get the arrogance of a leader, else I don't go through. Yeah. That's what the situation demands. And there's another situation where it demands the cunning of a Sagittarius. You understand me? Or the stubbornness, or a situation that demands that I be steadfast and as stubborn as a Libra. You understand me? It's just that.
You want to be an intellect. You want to be an intellect like the Scorpio. I know. But anyway, talking about intellect, we're looking at the bill, gentlemen. Can we have 15 more minutes on the table? We're seeing that all invoices are coming in. The invoice for the Corporation of Jamaica has just landed on my list. $8 million to entertain the grandchildren. And Bozra, you will be paying some of this $8 million.
No, I don't need taxes. Oh. Wait, how would I pay? I pay no taxes. What you just talk about?
Well, it's
sit your son.
It's $8 million, people, and they're saying this is pound, and the grandchildren deserve it. The Bahamas bill is coming in. We hear that is going to be a next whopping $15 million.
Oh my!
Yeah,
but then here why you must not worry. You're talking about the people who make your money.
Oh, Thomas Delarue
and guys Devering of Germany, 2 companies
under the order from the crown, who makes 156.
So then, if the man literally that $8 million the prince may have just came with this in a briefcase that they just printed just for the trip.
Lord. Those are some of the leftovers from the Thomas Delarue Friday night printing, and that was just Friday alone.
Yo, you get it?
That was just Friday. Oh shit. Willie, did you know? Yes.
I need to ask the gentleman, the man who is out of the system, what is his lifestyle like in terms of wealth?
Excellency, what is your lifestyle? He's not rich, he's wealthy. He's not rich.
I'm gonna explain to you how wealthy he is. I'm gonna explain to you how wealthy he is. I have a plethora of heavens dashing themselves out at me. I have to retain control. You don't get richer than that, you know. It is called the doorway to heaven. And when you have multiple doorways to heaven, I say, come in. Bingo.
Willie! I think Willie's a man of the cloth. He can't have those blessings. His God doesn't.
No, and then listen now. This one must also understand on a practical level.
How much piece of land him own? How much house him own?
Okay.
How much
like that. I had to say to somebody the other day. I said to somebody that says, "Are you trying to tell me that your father is such a and your mother is such a waste that them never ask for nothing in the 90s when all I want is to run away?" I said, look here, it's a level 1 property that my family have out in St. Thomas, and my name is on the title. A 1,800 acre.
Oh Jesus. Willie!
My grand, I am 9th generation. I run the Cannabis Cancer Center. I'm healing cancer all over the world with cannabis soil. Yes. Because I'm a 9th generation cannabis farmer. The only thing my grandfather said, must work hard is my women's vagina. No other hard work. Everything is smart.
Jesus. Willie, and oh Lord. Willie!
They can't come take some of them work. Right? I'm saying, can you give me a year, Carland?
Brother, man. That's the least. Look here. All right. This is how well it goes. Let me explain. So, sometime 2 years ago, me and my cousins went into the back bush and we planted over 200 apple trees. You know why we do that? When my picnic coming, out the apple.
Yeah.
This is a wise man. So, because I can carry you now into the bush in our compound. I carry you where I can show you banana groves that were planted by my great grandfather's father. But those bananas are just there. And those species of bananas are nowhere to be found in the West and out here anymore because they kill them out.
Are you talking about the Gros Michel? I hope it's not the Gros Michel.
No man. Different species, man. Okay. All of them they are grafted. All we're talking original genomes.
Original Frank.
The Frank that still have seed in them.
Yes, sir.
Banana we still have seed.
Are the red skin one you talk?
What is
we have red skin, purple skin. We have some big like your hand. Measure from your elbow down to the edge of your wrist. I saw them banana they big.
Yeah.
I know.
We're talking genomes. Yes. Remember again. That is the basis of wealth, which it means then that, for example, we have turmeric that grows wild on the hillside. That means that if a boy from Pakistan and say more than 1,200 pounds of turmeric, we can dig that over half a hillside and nobody never even plant, you know.
Just run wild.
Wow. You know, understand.
I
live in Jamaica. We have a chocolate factory here. Yeah. That means the waste product from chocolate is cocoa butter. So when my daughter, one of my daughters in Europe, and then I sent to one of my son in Iceland, my youngest son. When I send my son cocoa butter and coconut oil, and then blend that up in a blender, add little frankincense and some tea tree oil. He has skin tonic in Iceland, and every girl have to come check my son.
I think that some people don't know we don't know the difference between wealth and riches. The difference between wealth and riches, there was a little girl and a little boy.
Excuse me, before you even finish that sentence.
Yeah.
Remember, we talk about word placement at all times. That's why I am happy for His Excellency to come and reinforce these things.
Yes.
The we part, we don't know the wealth. No, they don't know the wealth. There's a correction to that. Sir.
Yes.
Continue.
Oh, they don't know the wealth. I was making reference to a little boy and a little girl who was going school together. One weekend, the little girl invite the little boy over, and it was a little boy who invited the girl over, and the house was so nice, a long road and the walls. It was a big house, and he went in, and the fridge was full of fruits, with a big swimming pool at the back and all of that. And the little girl was like, "Wow, you're rich," you know what I mean? And the little boy was like, "Yeah, man, I'm rich, man, I'm good." And the next week he went over to her house, but on his way in, he had to drive over a river, a bridge right there, an orchard of food with lots of breadfruit and oranges and so forth. And then he went to a nice house all by itself. So the little boy said to the little girl that you are wealthy. The little girl says, "Why do you say that I'm wealthy?" And it was that the swimming pool had so much shit in it at the little boy house because everybody jumped in it and swim, and the river was clean because it was running. The fridge was stocked up the fridge was stocked up of food from the supermarket, rotten and stinking. But on the plantation,
you have fresh food,
everything. So there is a difference between wealth and riches. You and your one car rich. But me, who have a bunch of cow and goat and ass and all these things, I am wealthy.
No, to have crafted a life that I can sit on one place and don't need a car. That is wealth. Because what you see, the greatest wealth is time. Because here's what is it you're giving here on earth? A time you have.
Yes, sir.
So Babylon bullshit you and tell us that there's 24 hours in a day. That's the biggest crap. There's not 24 hours in a day. Are you an idiot? At 12 hours in a day and 12 hours in a night.
Yes,
but
sir.
you foolish enough to believe you're 24 hours in a day. You give them all a eat.
Jesus Christ. My God.
Yeah, that's the cycle right there, because more time, the best rest you could get after midnight.
You can't disrespect my father's lunch money. He sent me to school. There are 12 hours in the day.
Yes.
What?
That's right.
Serious.
12 hours is night. I only have 12 hours in my day. And 12 hours at night.
Yes.
That's why they got you. That's why you got you sleeping from after the midnight is morning.
Yes,
sleeping from midnight all the way to what they call sunrise, and then when you get up and your eyes foggy, they say, "Man, go drink coffee, 5 hour energy, and all these things." 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You supposed to already been up.
Yo.
You saying, but you sleeping to do your 9 to 5.
Yo, I am energized by this, people. We have 6 more minutes. I can go around. We have a situation here, and I'm happy that we have this panel. We are going to be here because the British Virgin Islands is my home, and I just want to say to our brothers and sisters out there, this marching and making noise with the said documents for the corporation, it's time for us to cut that bullshit out. If you're going to march on the corporation, the first action you need to do is get everybody gather their passport or their birth paper and go down to the Governor General and those documents, burn them in front of the corporation, and
everybody the same time after the Governor documents.
Yes.
People have filled out their copy of their claim of rights, and everybody take it into every court. Everybody just go straight to the court. So each person, this is a simple process.
Yes.
You go to the clerk, of course, I'd like to put this document on file, and you pay him whatever it costs. He stamps it, gives you a receipt, and puts it on file. So it is on file now with the Crown that you said that you're claiming back your rights.
Yes.
And anytime I ask you, say, no, go and check your court. Go and check the courthouse in I put it on file. You say, notice the agent is notice. You have to understand.
Yep.
Ceiling.
Yep.
After Davis, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Call a claim of right.
Claim
a
of
claim
right.
of right and a power of attorney in fact. Those two documents in file. Keep as the power of attorney in fact. So you assume, you can assume control of the corporation, you know, as its power of attorney in fact. So you can sign on its behalf now, but you are no longer liable. You are its power of attorney, you are not it. You have to create that distinction.
The strawman has committed
So in
suicide.
order to be the power of attorney, you can't have the same name as it.
Yes. We're going around the table now, people. I'll start with you, Will. What you want to say for last and least? What you want to put the icing on the cake for today? Willie is occupied. Yeah, I want to thank you so much for coming on. What do you want to say to your brothers and sisters right now before we chop off? Alright, that's a scanner. You know the technology. When I hear him good, but we know same talk. But I'll go over, you know how it is already. Strong Lion, you're representing the Bahamas. We have a lot of things. I don't know if there's anything on your mind you wanted to touch, but in what you were saying, Willie?
Honestly, I was listening all along, but I'm a bit distracted because I have some people visiting me at the rent little place.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Why, Willie, always hustling, man. I tell you what. Go ahead.
Always a hustle, but I'm in a rich like the Rasta, you know, man.
Yeah, I love you, you know. I love you, you know, Willie.
I
love you, Willie. But you know, keep up that good progressiveness. Strong Lion, you were going to say anything?
Yes, I. Bless up the family in the box here. Love it, man. The fire real. Some good works in the box here, Gadites. I must say that, you know, big up the Caribbean, love and light, the whole of the Caribbean, but listen to system, bless up the Bahamas, of course. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, yeah, man, I give thanks for the, the opportunity to be in the box with such brothers and sisters like that, man. Love it, man. Every time, it's a pleasure. You know what I mean? So I give thanks for the opportunity to be here today, still in a short time still, but I give thanks, it was highly, man, you know? So love and light to the idea, man, in the same time, you know?
All right, there you go. Daniel, let me get Michael to drop his sentiment. I think I want to have you and Michael have a decent dialogue one of these days, you know, because as I said before, you know, the very fact that we have some good ideas together, we have to work together. Master of Arms, Michael.
Oh, hi, John. Go ahead.
Yeah, we are getting ready.
You may be one of those joining us for the first time because
talk.
Over the last 7 days, particularly
So you want us to close this?
Yeah, man. Your closing words, because we have Daniel and Birdseye.
All right, closing words.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as I always say, you know, we have two things to close this chapter. Two things to close the chapter. The chapter is immigration status, law and order status that we have to master. How to travel as diplomat, sovereign on the sea, and also the sustenance of economic, meaning that control our industries or intellectual property, anything we invent or understand. So that is it for now, because every other thing else is already, the veil is already lifted. So anybody on this planet talk about from 2020 when this pandemic hit, that was the time of the beast showing himself, and he's not hiding who he is anymore. He's telling you who he is now. So if anybody wants to play a game with themselves, there must be some fairy tale. All right, this is fairy tale time. This is not only just a reset, this is a next timeline. So moving away from third dimension to fourth dimension thought process. So if you don't want to move to become a mentalist, where you become a logical and rational reasoned being, where you think your way into your new solution, we just wasted time. As it says, the gates of heaven is not for everybody, but for those who know that it's activated from within themselves. You know, as above, so below. So the I am that I am has to manifest, and the Anura Amen has to come through. So the Anura Amen, past, present, and future, because I am both the past, the present, and the future being who is traveling like the time travel, and even traveling outside of time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and sometimes people think that nature is just where I stop. No, nature is just an operating system, just like Windows. I am also before that too. So if you can push your mind to that far, then you know where we're from. As the mind thinketh, so it can come into it. Everything is that it is. We are waking up like the Asar, the Lazarus, the Phoenix rising, and we have to touch the heaven skies and with the sea below. We have to be like the four winds, standing from the center, looking in all directions. Peace and love.
Love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bless up.
Yes, sir.
Bird's Eye, because I want Daniel Z to end the chronics today. Bird's Eye, where are you, beautiful? I hear your voice. What's everything all right? What's your closing word, Queen?
I just have to tell everyone the same thing I always have to say. Gratitude. I rise, I give praise, oh Jah, for the blessings where you bring. You are worthy of all praise, oh Jah. So this song I just sing. You are great, oh Jah. So the light will shine within.
Yes, mother.
You are great, oh Jah. So this praise, I sing. One love, everybody.
Yes. Excellency. Bird's Eye have really just melt the whole molecule, the atoms together and create energy. Yeah. Excellency is all about you, you know.
See me, that's how it must be, you know. Yeah. Well, like I say, it's just a matter of application of the intellect. No, we have awareness, and then the next step, is right action, corrective. You see me? We cannot remain in this status, and the present status, all really have no substance or no thought. You understand? Yes. So that's how it is. We have to start getting ready to remove ourselves. You can only have a surname if you would have a sir.
See.
Yeah, stop dishonor your ancestors. You don't get more profound than that. You can't do business in our next man's name.
Yes.
You're dishonoring your ancestors, and as such, nobody has to honor you. You have set up yourself for them to rob you with no karmatic justice. Because you first dishonor your ancestor.
No karmatic justice. Wow. Your Excellency, Jano. Hey, when we reach Jamaica, you see, when I return to the corporation, when any spliff you a pull pan, just put on the butt them, put on the end part them for me, because I want all of them, because...
No, you have to plant a tree here. You have your own tree, guys.
Yo, Excellency, me say from the very first day, me see you on Facebook. You come like, my lad, you fulfill everything. I wish me know you 100 years ago, because you have been so useful to my picture. It's a blessing, my lord. Yeah, for we come together the way, yeah, it come like our bank account. Me just go make a big withdrawal and so that energy.
Yeah, I'm putting it liberation. Yes, kid.
It is the two. You see me?
Yeah. Other news. Bird's Eye.
All right, I can't wait. I can't wait to hire more wealth. So that my intentions are to clone you, and I want to give a copy to all of the good man them when we know. But I keep the original, the prototype of my own. No, you don't bad mind. Something so good. No, man. We have some cousin with me that want to get 2 version and so all 2 Bird's Eye because you're gonna live good.
Oh gosh. Yes,
yes. You must the prototype for a whole heap of things, but not talk it still, leave it where it is.
You know, I don't hear what I didn't hear what you said a while ago, you know.
From the other day I tell people that I had a prototype, you know.
Yes.
The excellent come talk it and
Yes.
say, I ain't no more.
Okay. Okay. I want to tell you, as me say, you know, we have lost in the last 2.5 years by our knowledge, wisdom, and overstanding. And the money why we survive, you know, people, because I tell you, say, left up to some people, they may expect us to die. But we rise. We rise. And when we rise, we don't rise by ourselves. It's like the phoenix, you just rise with all our people. And I say, it's a joy to see we have how many islands lock on. And I say, yo, yes, so we'll have the said vibration. You go over Bahamas, and the said energy. You go to St. Vincent, and the said energy. This is what Marcus Messiah Garvey did without a cell phone. Marcus Garvey was a globalist. And if we say we are going to take on this journey, or we are on this journey, we have to think in that capacity. Don't think that, yeah, I'm a Jamaican. Don't be curtailed by the labeling of the corporation where they put St. Vincent against Jamaica, Jamaica against Trinidad, Trinidad against Bahamas. We have broken that seal. And yo, excellent.
A puppy born in a pig pen is still gonna bark, you know?
Oh, excellency, excellency. I give thanks and praise. I give thanks and praise. And we ask for protection, prosperity, and all of the powers of the four elements of the earth for stand by you at your every command, so you can keep on doing Jah work, Father. Blessings to each and every one, man.
Blessed
Rastafari.
Lord. Excellency again, my Lord. Honor.
I do Jah work. I do so heavy for to do Jah work. Some them do Jah work, you know. Lie them I tell here.
See it.
Yes. No boy can't do Jah work.
Yes.
We don't have female for to go do that.
Yo, hello.
If Jah fix the engine, go and go wash down the tire them.
Yes.
They can't do Jah work with not. You're mad.
That's like how you can't gang Jah. All the police are gonna tell me say me have gang Jah. I can't gang Jah. Me alone to get up alone go gang up on Jah. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Set out your words so people. When you come around here, that is it. His Excellency Daniel Z. Basrow, thank you so much. You know, and of course, the Maroon High Priest, the Chief himself, Michael. I want to say big up to the beautiful Bird's Eye. And of course, Strong Lion, another giant. Etta, thank you so much. The Herbalist from Virgin Gorda, thank you so much. I want to say big up to Sister Aya over there in the continent of Africa, aka the land of Kemet. We shall avail. Yes, we will attain and do all of these things that need to be done. Until such time, in a jam, I want to say, yo, I love you, my brothers. I love you, my. Most importantly, the Almighty God that created heaven and earth love you even more. Remember that if you cannot be good, my people, please be careful, because we have a lot of evil-minded people who figure more or less they can do evil and get away. But remember, those who trust in vanity and have no love at all for humanity, they shall fade away. Yes, tomorrow we'll do it all over again. Jagad. Big time. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, yes. That's the real. They will set you up. Don't let them set you up. No. They will set you up. Yeah, yes. That's the real. They will set you up. Don't let them set you up. No, they will say, hey, what is man that Jah is mindful of him? When every day the world is mingled up in sin, we see them all posing and show off. We not the race of life. Later when I go laugh, don't let them set you up. Don't let them set you up. No, I don't wanna be set up. Don't let them set you up. Set you up, yeah. Every man had the same chance. Every man had the same dance. Everybody in a romance, like the world in a lost trance. Yes, they got the system fighting against the things to make us all. Yes, to live as one, but they've got a master plan. Don't let them set you up. Don't let them set you up. No, no. Babylon can't set me up. Don't let them set you up. No, no. People are gonna talk, people are gonna laugh. Again, people are gonna pass some dirty remarks. Oh, my friend, them say no watch the dog way you back. Oh no, got some of them soul it last. Whoa, oh God, don't let them set you up.
I know you're out there.
No, no.
I can feel you now.
Babylon can't set
I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us.
Don't let them set me up.
I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without borders, a world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries.
So don't let them say